Hello, welcome to Something Fate. Thank you for joining us. Tonight we are playing part 2 of The Rock. We started last week, and we have a lot of new faces here for this game, as you might have noticed. So yeah, real quick, let's meet everybody. Of course, Sam Delev, one of our Tempting Fate regulars. How's
That's
that?
me.
And tonight we got 3 special guests. We're starting with Amanda Powers, our good friend from Vast and from Champions Cast and stuff. And our good friend Omar Najam, who has been here, God, 5 or 6 times now. It's like he's practically a regular already. And he's just got Thank You for Questing, and he's on a million great shows. And our new friend, first appearance, Jordan Pridgeon from Wildcards.
Hi, everybody.
Right here on Saving Throw on Friday nights. And yeah.
I just think of you as a turtle person.
Yeah. Oh, those were great days. I wish I'd gotten more use out of that costume.
Well,
You may yet.
my god brother, as we were in that game.
That was good. In Legacy?
Yes, in Legacy. That's what it was. Thank you. But yeah, so yeah.
Unsurviving inclined.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, Enthusi Amy. Hello,
Thanks,
Enthusi Amy.
Enthusi.
Thank you.
Enthusi Amy.
And yeah, tonight we're playing The Rock, which is an original skin for John Harper's Lasers and Feelings. Thank you for the sub, Bees and Bears.
That's alarming.
And yeah, we play Lasers and Feelings here. It's a game by John Harper. He's a great guy. He makes great game designer, makes a bunch of other great games. Check out his stuff. And if you want to see some of the older games, the skins that we've made. Sorry, I'm not supposed to say skins anymore.
No, I
Thank
think
you,
it's
Geek and
great
Sundry. Hello.
Thanks.
in a Max Isaacson
Thanks to the
sort
host.
of way.
In a Max Isaacson sort of way.
You can see the skin.
You can find our...
It's one of those oxymorons. It's great in a Max kind of.
Now I don't want to push the skins anymore. Okay, yeah, so yeah, you can find those in our Discord. And yeah, and thanks to Dom and thanks to Saving Throw for making this all possible. And thanks to you, the viewers, for making Saving Throw possible. It is your donations and your subs that keeps this place alive and gives us this platform to do all this stuff. And we are super grateful, and you've been incredibly generous with us over the last couple of seasons and this season, and you know, we really appreciate that. So tonight, as usual, we have Carrier Penguins. If you want to send a message, you know, to one of us or have us read something, Carrier Penguins will be in the game tonight. And we have some rewards. Now, first of all, we got some stuff from last week. You are due an appearance from Cameron Poe, Nicolas Cage's cap character in Con Air. He will show up at some point during the game, which will be interesting. And I forgot to tell you, like last week's secret objective, I gave everybody Sean Connery quotes from other movies, and if you caught them, they were suddenly being slipped in, and I forgot to explain it. I always forget to explain the secret objectives. But yeah, but we got some new rewards tonight, and yeah, and here they are. So if we get to $25 tonight, we will have a secret objective, and Omar will get the secret objective. Now,
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
no!
yeah, you might, if you watched the show, you might remember during the game Fast and the Furious, I gave Omar the secret objective to slip all the titles of the Fast and the Furious movies into casual conversation. And then as a joke, I gave it to him a second time when he came back after that. I promise you that is not what is going to happen tonight. It will not be that secret
Okay,
objective.
the doctor always lies, but let's see what happens.
Definitely.
There's always so much differentiation in those names, too. So that's impressive.
Also,
Definitely
like,
not
maybe
good.
he just decides, okay, whatever this is, I'm doing it.
Good suggestion, Rick.
So yes, at $25, Omar gets a secret objective.
Okay, great.
And if we get to $50, Jordan's character will have an improbably silly vision of things to come. Last week we had an ominous vision of things to come, a dark, dark occurrence, turned into a big explosion, big kaboom. Jordan's character will have a weirdly goofy premonition that I will work into the story. $50. And at $75, if we get to $75 tonight, we'll have what we're calling Nice Mice, which Sam's character will be befriended by 3 familial descendants of their mouse familiar from last week. And those 3 mice will be played by the other members of the cast. Thank you, Fennec Wolfchild.
Thanks.
And that is $75. And if we get to $100 tonight, Okay,
Please don't involve me.
it's too late for that. We were going to bring Amanda on for the first episode of Ghostbusters, and it turns out she couldn't make it. And I had this big adventure planned where she would get to save Dodger Stadium, and she couldn't come. And,
Oh no, that makes it even worse.
It all went really well. But tonight, at $100, it will turn out the lineup of the LA Dodgers are among the hostages on Alcatraz Island, and Amanda will get to save the entire lineup of the Dodgers. Who just won, by the way.
Cut to me looking up to remind myself the lineup of the 1997 Los Angeles Dodgers.
If you're not a Dodgers fan, put another way, for $100, we will imperil them by holding them.
Yes.
So either way,
They're there
got
either
you.
way. Yeah.
They just picked the wrong day to go on a group tour as the entire
Y'all in danger.
Entire
Dodgers.
organization on a group tour.
They're not even playing. It's the Brewers.
It-
Yeah. It's not even, yeah.
It's an off day. They gotta do something.
So that's $100. And if we get to $150, we will have a sneak preview of what game we're playing in next week. This week's game, it will not exactly cross over, but this week's game will include a nod towards what is coming in the future. And if we get to $200 tonight, we have the tier we are calling The Rock, where the players can call for help from Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And he was a professional wrestler in 1997, and he will somehow be on Alcatraz Island to come help save the day, because there's nothing that The Rock's presence does not make better.
Sure.
And if we get to $250 tonight, I promised it last week, if we get to $250, we will have a Put the Bunny Back in the Box off. Where
Yes.
each player will do their best to deliver Nicolas Cage's iconic line. Thank you, Tabletop Hour, for the sub. Nicolas Cage's iconic Put the Bunny Back in the Box line from Con Air. Chat picks the winner. The winner is assured survival. No one else is. In fact, I can guarantee someone's going to die.
This is like a survivor immunity challenge.
Yes, this is like a survivor immunity challenge.
I haven't seen the movie.
Neither have I, so I'm like, I don't know.
We're dead buddies.
Then it'll be great watching you pretend what it probably sounds like.
It's just
whatever whatever you're imagining is right.
Yes.
It's Nick Cage.
It's what you tweeted at me, right?
Yep.
That line? Okay. I could have looked it up, but I didn't.
Put the bunny back in the box. That's all. That's the whole line. And that's what we have. Yeah. So it's secret objective at 25. Probably silly vision of things to come at 50. Sam gets mice at 75. Amanda gets to rescue the Dodgers at $100. Sneak preview of things to come at $150. $200. They can get a lifeline to Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And at $250. Oh, Lucille, thank you.
Hey! Wow.
Thank you, Lucille.
Wow.
Thank
wow.
you.
Okay, so that immediately unlocks Omar's secret objective and Jordan's improbably silly vision of things to come. And it
Oh
means
my.
that Sam's Mice is the next tier. And thank you, Lucille. And it's like, everybody, you've been great with us this season. Thank you.
Once Sam's mice is unlocked, we're just the mice for the rest of the thing, right?
Chalthea!
Yeah, you are.
Rest of our characters are gone.
That-
We're just
you're
mice.
mice now.
Yep.
You're
Fair.
all.
Thank
I know
you,
this is gonna go well.
Chalthea.
Well.
That unlocks the mice.
nice.
So Sam will get the mice as soon as we
I
get to
get the
Alcatraz, and that means $100 the next tier. Amanda gets to save the entire lineup of the Los Angeles. Oh my God! Thank you, Smokebeard. Oh, Heart of Handprints. Thank you. Oh my God, everybody, thank you.
So much.
Also, it's I don't want to. Oh, thank you, everybody.
Everyone, my goodness.
Yeah. By the way, also, you don't have to give in $25 increments. You know, if you $1 or $2, we take everything. Not that I want to, sound grateful. Just because people keep giving in even amounts, I just wanted to make sure people know that it's like that's not like a rule or anything. We are grateful for everything we get, and thank you, everybody.
So they also like doing things in like 666s.
Yeah.
So clearly they understand the principle.
Yeah, Colin had satanic dreams after appearing on Tempting Fate last week. Coincidence? Probably. Oh my God, Doug Brees, thank you. Oh my God, again,
This is insane.
That's 150.
Isn't Tempting Fate the best?
That opens up the
This
sneak
is
preview.
We haven't even started.
We haven't even started. Yeah, so we're at $200. Dwayne The Rock Johnson at $250 to put the bunny in the backs off, and then we're into Dom time. where we actually, I think we have something special for Dom time tonight, but we'll see what happens when we get there. Thank you, everybody. Oh my god. So yeah, I will give you the secret objective once the game gets rolling. Yeah, oh my god, thank you, everybody. So that's a carrier penguin. It doesn't show up on the thing. We get all these weird sounds.
I don't know what all these noises are.
It's like, hey, if we got all the tears, we can just go, right?
And
We saved the day. We saved the day.
We saved the day. We can leave.
I have everything but a game sheet. So yeah, the game we are playing is it's called The Rock, and it is a version of Lasers and Feelings. And the way this game works is everybody gets a number 2 through 5. Every character has a number 2 through 5, and that number says something about what their basic personality and skills are like. So if you have in this version a high number means you're better at what we're calling Mason tasks, like Sean Connery's character in the movie, John Patrick Mason. You are better at technology and science, cold rationality, calm, precise action, you know, Sherlock Holmes, Spock, that kind of type. And if you are low number means you're better at good speed tasks like intuition, diplomacy, seduction, wild passion action, your Kirk, or, you know, that kind of thing. Whenever something is in doubt, I'll call for a roll and tell you if you're using your Mason tasks or your good speed tasks. And if you're using Mason skills, you want to roll under your number, and if you're rolling your good speed skills, you just want to roll over your number. If you can roll 1 die automatically, 2 if it's something you are prepared to do, 3 if it's something that you are an expert at. That was another carrier penguin, don't worry. 3 if it's something that you are an expert at, and 4 if you get help. Help works exactly the same. Dark of Nate, thank you.
Oh my god. Hey.
And
501.
I appreciate your
Someone's
trolling.
listening.
Broke the pattern.
thank you, Dark of Nate. Thank you, everybody. So yeah, help works exactly the same as a regular roll. If you want to help someone before they do something, just shout out, I'd like to help by doing whatever. If you succeed, they get an extra die. If you don't succeed, they just don't get help. You don't hurt them in any way. And if none of a person's die succeed, it goes wrong and things get worse. If 1 succeeds, you barely manage at some kind of complication or harm. If 2 succeed, you do what you wanted to do, like good job. And if 3 succeed, you get a critical success and you get some kind of extra bonus or something. And if you roll exactly your number, you get what tonight we are calling Ask Michael Bay. You will be patched into Michael Bay directly on your commando-style headset, and Michael Bay, of course, knows the answers to everything. So you can ask him a question about anything going on in the game, what a character's feeling, who's behind a certain complication, or how you can get what you want somehow, whatever. There's some guidance here on the sheet if you need it. And that's it. Those are basically all the rules. Yeah, so real quick, let me introduce the characters real fast. So, first, returning, we have Kelly Conway, played by Sam Lev. Kelly is a brainy mastermind. Their number is 5. Their pronouns are they, them. They're a Mason character. Fennec Wolfchild, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you, everybody. Last week, Kelly escaped from Alcatraz back in the 60s. KB Tibbs, thank you for the bit. Is now, this week, will be sort of the Sean Connery of this mission. Our 3 guest stars are playing kind of commandos who will be going along for the ride. First we have Amanda, who is playing Zoe Collins.
Zoe.
Zoe Collins, sorry. Zoe Collins, just totally random last name.
I don't know where I got that one from.
Could have come from anywhere. Zoe is 4, which makes her Mason-ish, just on the Mason side of center. Her pronouns are she, her, and her personality is she is a neurotic sharpshooter and demolitions expert. Now,
Good combo.
yeah, for this game, usually we only have people take 1 style and 1 role. For this week, because these people are highly trained commandos, they each have 2 roles on the team, so everyone has a couple of extra skills. Zoe is a sharpshooter and demolitions expert, and her goal is to keep being awesome.
So, if everyone else is getting 2 rolls, does that mean I can add smart-ass remarks to mine as well?
Yes, absolutely.
What are your 2 specialties?
Mastermind and smartass remark.
Oh, I see.
Are you sure? Shouldn't it be puns?
That's a play.
Is that like a sub, like a subset of smart ass remarks? Okay. So yeah, and Jordan is playing Francis Tank Huberman.
Tank'll do.
Tank'll do. He hates being called
Tank'll do?
Francis or Huberman.
Tank will do. Don't call me Tank'll do.
You say no.
No!
Yeah.
What have I done?
Not Tank'll do. Tank will do. And Tank is 5. He is a full-on Mason character. His personality, his pronouns are he, him, and his personality, he's a reckless vehicle expert and sharpshooter. And his goal is to seek thrills. He's a thrill seeker.
But very rationally.
Yeah.
Yes, a rational thrill
Interesting.
and or recklessly. And Omar is Morgan Fracktooth, which is my favorite name. Morgan Fracktooth is a 3, making him, his pronouns are he, him. He's good speedish, and he is a brutal demolitions expert / electrical mechanical engineer. Yeah, the brutal is going to be the interesting part there. And his goal is to change one person's mind. We will see how that plays out, but I'm intrigued. And yeah, and that is your team: Kelly Conway, Morgan Fracktooth, Zoe Collins, and Tank. Don't call him Francis. And yeah, and those are our characters. And let's see now. Okay, so quick previously on. Last week, 3 convicts, including Kelly here, spent a few months to a year, roughly, planning a breakout from Alcatraz, and they got some help along the way from some famous figures like Frank Morris and the Anglin brothers, like the actual people who really escaped from Alcatraz in real life, and then they got some help from John Patrick Mason on his way out while he was also escaping Alcatraz, Sean Connery's character from the movie. In the process, while they were sort of putting together their escape and breaking out, they uncovered this strange sort of conspiracy where this secret military facility was being built beneath the warden's house and was being filled with these giant storage containers that they eventually learned had canisters of nerve gas in them. And they just sort of got a look at it. They didn't really get to interact with any of this, but because they were, you know...
I don't make a habit of interacting with things labeled nerve gas.
Yes, because that is a sound policy, honestly, in real life or in game. Those... They saw that on their way out of Alcatraz before they escaped, and then they made it out. And then, about 30 years later or so, this is going to be one of those movies where the sequel, like, starts off a little bit differently than the last movie ended, because last week, as you might remember, Sam's character, Kelly, and Gina's character, Jamila Wick, found themselves abducted by a top-secret Black Ops team and confronted by Stanley Goodspeed, who needed their help. Unfortunately, Gina DeVivo could not be here today. She's all right, don't worry, just kind of a scheduling thing. So we are going to start this week as if only Kelly here was brought to Stanley and his team. And last thing before we get started, we got some rerolls. So Bees and Bear sends their reroll to Sam.
Thank you.
And DJ Phoenix sends a reroll to Jordan.
All right.
And
Thank you, DJ Phoenix.
sends a reroll to Sam.
Thank you for the
And Fennec Wolfchild sends a reroll to Sam. And Tabletop Owlbear sends a reroll to Sam. Studies show people like Sam.
Yeah, but that stack right there that people evilly and maliciously gave to Rick is excessively high. There are like 8 frigging rerolls.
Oh yeah, you can give your rerolls to me.
No, you cannot. That is not cool.
Because I will use these, by the way.
It's a fat, terrifying stack, and I'm not into it.
Yeah, I don't actually roll die in the game. My rerolls are forced rerolls, where if somebody does well on their roll, I can throw a reroll and make them reroll their good roll.
Well, that's
That
just
is-
rude.
Yeah, just totally rude. That's, yeah.
Just make our joy
Just
turn
saying.
to ashes in our mouth.
No, it causes conflict, which is good for storytelling. Okay.
And
Yeah.
permanent rifts in friendship are also good for storytelling.
Yeah, great for storytelling. Friendships.
Remember when I had that friend? Those kind of stories.
All the best enemies were friends once. You know?
Often.
Yeah. The like Magneto Xavier dynamic. Perfect.
So yeah. Oh, the last thing we do. Omar's secret objective. Omar.
You know what you have to do.
Look this over. Okay.
So yeah.
Interesting.
Gave nothing away on his face. I was watching very
I
carefully.
know, right?
Interesting.
Don't play poker with Omar.
Because he doesn't know how to play.
So yeah, you were living your life, doing your thing, and then one day, bam, commandos coming through the windows, throw a black bag over your head. You're smuggled off to some place where finally you're tied to a chair, and they pull this thing off your head, and there is Stanley Goodspeed hovering over you, and he's like, I need your help.
You're
And
a bit of a hoverer, you know that? It's in my personal space. I don't like it when people hover.
I can understand that. Can we get these ropes cut off? Can we get some coffee for I'm sorry, Kelly here. And you see around you that there are commandos. They are milling about the room, checking weapons, getting things ready. It looks like the staging ground for something or other. And, general military type standing, sort of talking to each other and watching what's going on. And Stanley's, well, I wish I had more time to get to know you, but it's kind of a time-sensitive situation, so, hey, John Hummel, thank you. Thank you, everybody. I'm just gonna tell you what's going on here.
Much fun.
I'm Stanley Goodspeed, and I am a chemical and biological weapons expert from the FBI.
Good for you.
Gary Penguin. I've been brought in to deal with a bit of a situation. My team has been brought in to deal with a bit of a situation. See, a group of let's call them terrorists, mercenaries, what have you, have seized Alcatraz Island.
Which one? Terrorists or mercenaries? Completely different motivations, sir.
Well, we're trying to split that difference right now because we're not quite sure. Fennec Wolfchild, thank you.
Hey, thank you. Evening out the one from earlier.
Oh yeah.
It's like a war going on
Good.
between
Oh, yeah.
chaos and order.
Oh yeah, and it's
nice
an even
and
10
easy.
Yeah, like one on each side. I'm going to keep track.
Now, let me tell you about what's going on. A rogue military general, by the name of General Leslie Happleblap, has taken a team of what we believe to be highly paid mercenaries and seized the island and taken a bunch of hostages. He is telling the governor and the public that this is about a ransom. He is asking for a ransom for the demand of those hostages, but we know that that's not true. See, the truth is, back in the 70s, General Happleblap's father, Colonel Happleblap, he stole a experimental top-secret nerve gas from the government.
No.
And hid it in an illegal storage facility that he contracted to be built on Alcatraz Island. Now, some months ago, our intelligence with Interpol overheard a man named Gale Powers bragging about how he had escaped from Alcatraz Island in the 60s and had seen something just like that nerve gas, and he mentioned your name. So we pulled all the stops out to locate you. Turns out you were alive after all. And now we need your help finding that gas, because as far as we know, the only thing keeping General Happleblap from accomplishing his mission is that he does not know where on the island to find the gas.
It is not a large place. Or so I've heard.
Well, it's large enough if you don't know what you're looking for. But that's our advantage. Our advantage is if you can tell us where it is and show us the way, we can get it before the general does.
Well, I would love to help you, sir, but I'm afraid I'm just an ordinary citizen. I've never been to Alcatraz in my life.
Well,
I hate to impugn the intelligence of Interpol. Entrusting this, Gale Powers?
yeah,
I
he's
have
an
no idea what
unscrupulous
you're
type,
talking
but
about.
we believe the intelligence, and frankly, that thing you said about being an ordinary citizen, PFW Scott, thank you. Thank you. I could make it come true. I am fully authorized. Librarian Liz, thank you.
Hey,
It's with the 9.
Nice.
Everyone.
there's something we're missing here.
Yes.
9.
Or did 2 people try and correct a $1 difference at once?
Yeah,
I am fully authorized by Attorney General Womack to offer you a full pardon in exchange for your cooperation.
let's say I accept this full pardon for some alleged criminal activity.
Let's say that.
What would you then require of me?
Well, and he kind of does, one of those whistles that I can't do, the really, really loud whistles. And these 3 walk over from across the room. Says, "This is my team. They have been temporarily assigned under my command.
My condolences. Pleasure to meet you.
Team, this is Kelly Conway. Kelly, Dark of Nate, thank you.
You troll so hard.
Man.
1 for chaos.
Chaos is winning. Who would have called that? Yeah, this is my team. Kelly Conway escaped from Alcatraz back in the 60s. Kelly, this is the team. Collins, Fracktooth, and Tank.
How you do?
Salutations.
I need you to lead us into Alcatraz and show us where those canisters were when you saw them. Frankly, there are blueprints and there are photographs, but information on Alcatraz is sketchy. It would help us to have someone who's seen eyes on, someone who knows exactly where they're going. We need a guide, and frankly, it's part of the deal. The plan is this. We've got this really cool mini sub that's going to take us up around the other side of the island. The back. It's going to... There is an old sealed off docking port that we are going to blow open and enter at a point we think is out of range for the general and his troops to hear. Then we are going to need you to lead us to wherever you think those canisters were. Now, if you remember, Sam, last week I believe we placed...
No, I
do you... Okay.
if you're trying to get me to...
Librarian, in low silence.
I've lost track now. I honestly don't know.
I assume chaos will win.
Chaos is
Beautiful.
currently in the lead.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I gotta give 2
Wolf
order
child.
points to those
Alright.
$9 though, trying to even it out. So
Okay, here we go.
Now this is going to be back.
Yep.
We're back to a 99 again.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
From our end,
Thank
this
you,
is like
everybody.
Pretty good.
Counting
Pretty
cards
free.
without knowing what cards are
Oh.
being played.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, that opens.
All that chaos is unlocked.
We're
opens
just
Dwayne
hearing
The
news
Rock
of
Johnson.
a war going on somewhere
Yay!
else. Yeah!
We've opened a man.
The Rock!
Oh, and the put the money back in the box off?
No.
Oh, because it says first downtime tier revealed. Oh, that's for me to announce? Gotcha. The first downtime tier has been revealed.
Woo!
You can check it out.
Hmm.
I don't know what it is.
As it should be.
I should have known what that meant. I swear, we are professional something.
Math is hard, man. Especially on the fly.
No, math, not my thing. So
you want me to show you on the map where the bad nerve gas touched?
Well, that would be nice. About where did you say it was? By the way, this briefing you can find in a Tempting Fate RPG. We tweeted this out last week if you want to take a look at what this looks like. It is just a picture of Alcatraz and a little blueprint of the building.
Photograph from the south.
Yes.
Ironically, we escaped on the north shore, so I can't actually point to it at all.
I thought we put it right. Yeah.
Yeah, on the northern side of the the shore.
So
that I can't quite point to.
There's a water tower in the picture. We had placed Miss Warden's home vaguely in the area of this water tower. Well, the docking port is all the way on this side. Well, okay, what that's going to mean is that we're going to have to dock on the island, get in through the docking port, up top side, and then scoot across the island without being seen. It's not impossible. In fact, by a strange coincidence, just last year, I went to Alcatraz Island with another Alcatraz escapee on a top secret mission to get some nerve gas from a crazy general. This kind of thing, it happens to me all the time, so I can tell you this can be done. Thank you, Fennec Wolfchild.
Yep.
Oh, thank you, Minnie Martin.
Thank you. The Chaos and Order Muppets.
Yeah, the soldiers of order have a lot more of a struggle for this sort of thing. It's difficult.
The
but
Order
it's
of
worth
the
winning.
Soldiers of Order?
Yeah. Yes.
Sounds like you are eminently qualified for this.
Well, I will be...
With extensive previous experience.
I'm going along. I'll be leading the mission. And it's just going to be the five of us. Because the sub is small.
And my dog.
You have a dog?
Oh. I have 15. Did they not tell you I was a dog breeder? I hope y'all arranged for a dog sitter.
Sir, don't like dogs. They're unpredictable. I don't know that it'd be beneficial to our mission to have a dog along.
And if you don't mind me saying, I think it's better if we just keep the numbers down.
You don't have to go along if you don't
Well,
feel
I'm just
like
saying 14 slow, fast 5.
Son of a bitch.
But if we all vote for the dogs, I guess I can see that through.
I don't mind dogs as long as they're not going to shit in my truck.
Sir, surely one errant bark and everyone's dead.
I'm sure he won't bark orders all that loudly.
They make an excellent point. How about can I get you a stuffed doggy?
Did you?
Okay.
Does
Comment?
Yeah, roll for stare
why
off.
don't you roll for a stare off with Stanley Goodspeed?
We do have a stuffed dog.
You do have a stuffed doggy. Yeah, so your Kelly is a 5. Is Masonish. This is a Goodspeed
Oh, yeah.
cast.
No, this
competing with
goes
Stanley
poorly.
Goodspeed himself. Make a Mason roll. You can roll 2.
Mason roll? Okay. 1 success, which is also my number.
PFW Scott, thank you. Okay, so you get a question. Let's say Stanley will agree. At 1 success, he will agree to bring your dogs here to the staging ground. John Hummel, thank you.
Will you arrange for a dog sitter?
Yes, and he will arrange.
That's what I need. I need the dog
His
sitter.
wife. I just rewatched the movie.
Claire?
Isn't
it Claire?
Claire, is that it? I think yes. His wife. Stanley will bring his wife to babysit your 15 dogs here at the staging ground. In the last movie, she sat and hung out with a bunch of FBI agents. This will be more fun. Fennec Wolfchild, Flavor Text, John Hummel. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you all very much.
This is lovely.
I assume somebody is doing arithmetic somewhere.
All
right. Well, team, you ready?
Always ready, Chief.
Yes, sir.
I'm prepared.
All right. And on that, what I will say is, yeah, there is this super cool mini sub, and you are all led out to this dock, and it's, you know, it's got like an entry ramp for you. Hey, Denoba, thank you.
Thank you.
1896, good year. I don't know if it was.
Maybe, could have been.
Probably.
I think Conan was a biped. I can't remember.
Oh.
I think so.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry.
I can't remember.
What do you want? We can go either way with that.
Let's go with the biped this week.
Biped?
Change it
Okay,
up.
sure. Yeah. So you still walk down the ramp into the submarine, and it's kind of tight quarters in there. And there is a subpilot, and the subpilot, what's the subpilot's name? What's her name? Pausmaniac. Thank you for the bits.
Chelsea McEnroe.
Chelsea McEnroe, the subpilot, is there, and she says, "Hey y'all, welcome to my submarine. I'm Chelsea McEnroe. No relation to John. Thank you, Smokebeard. 1313. See, now things are getting sinister here. Yeah.
Now I've completely lost the ability to follow it. I was trying to for a while, and now
Oh my
it's
God! And the put the bunny back in the box office open. Thank you, everybody. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, and so Stanley, he's got like a map of the island, and he shows you it's that on right up here on this side of the island. We'll call this. What did you say? This was the east side, right? There used to be a dock with like a loading port where ships could come in and then load stuff in directly beneath the building, which would then go up through like a dumbwaiter system, or, elevator system. But it was discontinued, and it was all sealed off with lots of concrete, and the dock was taken away, and and even the entry port was sealed up from the outside.
For some reason, they thought it'd be insecure. Perish the thought.
Yeah, they were all kind of paranoid about security on Alcatraz. Go figure, right?
Huh.
Librarian Liz, thank you.
Were they? Couldn't tell.
I'd love to hear your story sometime in more detail.
What story?
Right. You know, I've known some Alcatraz escapees before. Anyway, so, yeah, he points back up, and he's like, as far as we know, our approach is totally unexpected. They still believe that the negotiators are working in good faith and trying to get the money. We have, let's say, 4 hours until the deadline. Thank you, Perfect Cosmo.
I have to say, if I were a criminal taking hostages, I would not expect a mini submarine.
Speaking of which, she's a beaut. How fast does this thing get?
Oh, I don't know how fast a submarine go.
I imagine pretty fast.
Pretty fast.
Many knots.
Many knots.
The number she replies
Much
with is
knots.
impressive if you know about
Very
submarines.
speed.
About what you think it would, plus 15%. Right, yeah.
Speed of plot.
Nice and specific. I appreciate that.
You're
Plot
slightly
knots.
surprised.
Yeah, plot knots.
Well, I am a professional submarine driver. And you pull up, and things are going well. You see the island, the underside of the island, the underneath sea part approaching in the distance. There's very powerful lights attached to the sub.
And I just say Collins looks pretty uncomfortable. How long you say this ride was? No reason.
Well, about as long as it takes, I guess. I don't know. Can't be more than a few more minutes. And I guess as long as it takes for us to safely blow that open.
Is
Copy
it
that.
claustrophobia? Is it submarines in particular? Is it being in a room with that guy?
Call it none of your damn business.
We got time. The fine pilot just said so.
I'm looking at
Be cordial.
Looking at the ETA right now. It's looking like it'll take us about 7 minutes or so. So if we crank it up, it'll be a nice furious 7 minutes that we'll be able to use to use to get to the island. So just want to update everyone. I'm gonna go back. Anyone want a Keurig? I'll make a Keurig coffee. All right, cool.
I'll have a coffee.
Okay, let me check on that. All right, 2 Keurig coffees.
No thanks.
7 minutes is just about enough time to make sure my babies are okay. Tank pulls out 2 of his guns and starts disassembling them and cleaning them and like talking to him as he's doing it.
Yeah, there it is. Now it's an episode of Tony
Yep.
Fate.
Evil.
That gets 2 points for chaos.
Tank starts cleaning his weapons and like talking to them as though they're pets as he's doing it. He's like, oh yeah. Yeah, no. I'm gonna keep you nice and clean. No. We're gonna find something you can shoot later.
Parental instincts and
You do realize you're
affection for
speaking out
mediocre
loud, right?
coffee. Oh, oopsies.
Do your guns have names?
They're guns. Don't be crazy.
Oh,
He doesn't get to know your name.
I apologize.
I'll keep your privacy intact, guns.
I walk back in, and Morgan says,
So do you want donut house or jet fuel? They're both so damn good. Which of these 2 coffees would you like?
Oh, jet fuel.
Okay,
I'm an Elvis man.
take that jet fuel. I'm gonna have a donut shop.
So yeah, while that is going on, this sub coasts up towards the island, and it's actually a very steep cliff. It's part of the unescapability of Alcatraz is that it's even if you make it to the shore, it's a pretty steep drop down in. There's no like gentle slope leading into the water. And you come up and the lights begin to show the undersea side. You can see like where the door was sealed up, and you start to get towards it when you hear Chelsea go, "All right, everything's looking good. I just gotta pull up alongside and we can set the charges to what is that? Oh my God, mines!" And suddenly there is just this explosion on the outside of the submarine. Fire underwater, because this is a Michael Bay movie.
Yeah.
Smoke beard, thank you. And it just, rocks you right all off your feet. And you look up there, and Chelsea has just been knocked out of her seat. She is unconscious, head bleeding, and the sub is sort of starting to careen down the side of the slope.
Thought this was gonna be boring.
I guess they were expecting something.
Tank, can you drive one of these?
Never tried before, but I can figure it out.
Hope so. All right, Tank.
So Tank is gonna like jump up in the driver's seat and kind of like start like looking at all the switches and things. All right, so it looks like the engine is a similar model to a 97. He starts like saying all these different. I don't actually know much about engines and vehicles, but he starts just like listing things that it's right. All right, this is military contract, so this is gonna work like a Eagle desert fighting plane, but much cooler and more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn,
I think I got this.
Why don't you make a Mason roll to see how much you really got this?
Fragtooth, you electric mechanic, can you help?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I can steady out the electrical systems here.
Okay, so first, why don't you make a help roll first? Fragtooth, you are a good Swedish character. Your number is 3. This is your expertise. Why don't you roll 3? You are trying to roll over your number. Oh, you had gotten an Ask Michael Bay before. We gotta do that.
under, right?
Under, yeah.
I feel like no matter what the question, the answer is spiral around as you pan upward.
Yeah.
I got 1 success.
1 success. All right. We'll come back to that in a second. Sorry, I forgot. Hello, you're on with Michael Bay. I'm very busy shooting a spiraling shot right now. What is your question?
I can't think of a question right now, so be polite to your crew and have a good day.
Okay, Bay out.
It's gonna be hard for him.
Yeah, so that is 1 success. So yeah, that is all it takes to get him help. Now this is a vehicle, this is your expertise, and now you have help. So you can roll 4, Tank. You're a Mason character, you're making a Mason roll, you want to roll under your number.
All right.
Dark of Nate.
Dark of Nate, thank you.
I love it.
Okay, so all of them are under the number.
Okay, so
Right?
yes, that is a massive success. You look this over and it's like you know this submarine.
Yeah.
You got this, Tank, let's go.
All right.
He kind of breathes in and out for a minute and then just like, let's open this baby up. And then just like pulls full on to pilot submarine, kind of like try and shoot through the minefield.
Yeah.
And kind of.
With 4 successes, I will say that you are, yes, that is the extra effect of your success.
All right.
You don't even have to roll now. You are so good at securing this thing. You see those mines coming, and you make it up there to the side, and you pull up to the side of the building, and things seem to have quieted off. Those mines look like, Stanley's like, I think they probably just mined the whole island. They still probably don't know we're here.
Wow, that was good. That was good driving.
Zoe's still like jiggling both of her legs very nervously, like waiting.
This thing's got a better turn radius than I expected.
I thought your style was gonna be slow and solemn, but
Yeah,
happy
well.
to say that I would describe it as the opposite of that. So fast and furious, I suppose.
It's an interesting choice of words.
No, I would have said it, but I guess I can't say it's wrong.
I'd like to check on Chelsea McEnroe real quick.
Yeah, Chelsea does not look like she's doing real good.
Yeah, she was physically knocked unconscious. That's such a severe traumatic brain injury, y'all.
I mean, and by like a mine that she wasn't expecting, so it was a real hard blow. It like split open her head. She is kind of gushing blood. She's not looking good.
There's a first aid kit on literally any vehicle.
Sure, you want to try and see if you can find the first aid kit?
I can cauterize the wound with my electrical skills.
No need. I studied the entire blueprint of this ship before we got on. Gotta be prepared.
Okay. Why don't you roll to see if you can remember that is from studying the
Right, the assist for the
Yeah.
first aid.
I was just going on the neuroses.
Thank you, Zeldas.
Thank you, Tatzelthess, aka Thesser.
Yeah, we'll call that like the help roll. Yeah, it's so why don't you roll 2, because it's something you prepared for. You said you studied. It's a Mason roll. You're trying to remember something comprehensively, so you want to roll under your number.
Whoa! Thank you for a pile of subs!
Oh, thank you for the sub, Nerdstroms. Oh my god. She had CR 88192 and Mercury 083 and Maleficent and Triple Hue. Thank you, everybody. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
that's got to be a big like group gift sub, right?
Yes.
So
that's
thank
probably
you.
what it is. Thank you, whoever did that.
For gifting all those subs.
It was an
for getting
explosion
the
of subs while our sub was exploding.
Oh, yeah.
That's one success.
One success.
Alright, that's all we need for an assist.
Yeah, so you can roll. Well, you're not medically trained at all, but let's say you can roll 2 now.
Okay, 2 now. Alright. Cool.
With the help, right?
2 successes, one of which is my number, but I don't really have a question for Michael Bay. Just please be nice to your crew and your talent.
Yeah, Michael Bay, yes, he will give everybody on the set the day off in respect for you not asking a question and bothering him while he's working.
Much obliged.
Yeah, you get down and you administer first aid, and you we'll say you tie up that wound and you bandage it.
Blood pressure,
and,
scalpel.
yeah, everything that's got to be done, and it looks like she's going to be okay. As she sort of wakes up, she's like, thank you.
No, thank you for the sub.
And she looks over to you, Tank, and she says, all I ask is that from now on, you call yourself Tankle-Do. And then she passes out.
No.
Damn
it.
How's she doing?
By Pop Perryman, thank you for the sub. So yes, by rule of Dom time, your new nickname is Tankle-Do.
Thank you!
All right.
Thank you.
If we'll honor the memory of a fallen driver.
I'm not dead.
All right, of a currently on the ground driver.
I'm feeling much better. I think I'll.
All right, you're dead. We get it.
Yeah.
Is she gonna make it?
We take the club and just knock her out. The final bit, full Monty Python. No, I don't really. It's a Monty Python reference.
Is she gonna be all right? I'm very concerned about the fate of the furious sub-driver that got us here in the first place. If there's anything I can do with my electrical skills to assist.
I mean, this is what happens when you drive a submarine so aggressively. Too fast, too furious.
Too fast, too furious?
Indeed, sir.
Thank you.
What have you done?
I got you, buddy.
It's contagious. Hey, thank you, Taxel Seth. Thank you,
I only
everybody.
got 3 more to go.
So, by the way,
you saying you're going through them real fast?
Yeah.
Pop Perriman since we reroll for Omar.
Thank you.
He's earned it.
Gonna need it. Gonna need it. Thank you so much.
So yeah, you have
Right,
pulled
yeah,
the
we're
submarine
parked.
up alongside, and
And if mine the island, and
Stanley.
your good speed assures me that nonetheless they were not prepared for us. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stanley looks up, at the side where you can see where the old entry port has been bricked off. All right, demolition experts, what do you think? We need something that's gonna blow that open, big enough for the sub to get through it, but not be so loud that it's gonna draw too much attention.
Well, I mean, underwater's the way to go.
Should we pull an old Venice trick? You know, us demolition folk always talk about pulling a Venice. Should we pull a Venice?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, what's a Venice?
It's an underwater explosion trick that you do, where you put a explosion device against a wall.
My brilliant Liz, thank you.
Are you sure
Well,
we have
it's
enough
much
Mini
duller
Coopers to
than
pull
its
that
name
off?
makes it.
It's
Well-
just like a normal one, but underwater.
Sure.
Well, we got a lot of mines down there if we need any more explosions.
And by the way, Nerdstrom sends a reroll to Amanda.
Hey! Oh yeah, we can just use the mines.
If we use our own mines against them, who knows if that'll look like a they won't even think anyone's assaulting the
We
place.
don't
It
even
could
need
just
to
happen by
pull
accident.
we don't even need to pull a Venetian. We can do an old school Tokyo drift.
Yeah.
Tankle do. I never thought I'd hear such a good idea coming out of you. No offense.
Good job, Tinkle Do.
I spend a lot of time trying to not blow things up when I'm driving around in my vehicles. Maybe it'll be fun to blow things up just this once.
All right, so here's what I think. Why don't we send the 2 demolitions experts out there? We got the Frogman equipment. You each plan a charge. Pull this Venetian.
Oh no, this is a Tokyo,
We're doing
Tokyo Drift.
Oh, pull the Tokyo drift.
Alright,
Yeah.
just give me like 2 minutes. I have to rearrange my kit for the proper way for this. It's gotta. Alright, hold on.
It's different from Venetian because there's a little bow wow associated with this one.
Little bow wow.
Yeah, you don't have that with a Venetian.
Huh.
Yeah.
We're bowing out.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm set. I'm good.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. Good luck. All right, you get your frogman suits and you get released out through a little hatch and you swim up along the side. Fennec Wolfchild, thank you.
What is happening?
One,
Chaos and order. We don't know which is winning right now.
No one, as we're out there, no one can hear. I'm just sitting here. You're not gonna run out of air. You're not gonna run out of air. It's gonna be fine. You're not gonna run out of air. You're not gonna run out of air. All right.
It's like a highly trained SEAL commando who's kind of nervous about the water. It's kind of.
And you run out of air so much faster if you're nervous.
In fact, why don't you let's see if you're gonna keep your shit. Make a good speed
Composure
roll.
roll!
Make a good speed roll. We'll call that. You want to roll over your number. Your number, Zoe, is 4.
My neuroses will be the end of me. Sorry. So what about how many? Did you
You
say?
can roll. You can roll 2 because we're say you were being sent out there because you were trained to do this in some
Sure.
sense or another, even if it makes you nervous.
And I'm rolling. Sorry, under.
Yeah, you want to roll under your number. Your number is 4.
2.
Oh, okay, yeah. You are holding it together. And the 2 of you
Never had a doubt.
make it up alongside the port. And now we will call these individual rolls. You each need to make a mason roll. You're planting a bomb. It's underwater, so you are both experts in this field. You can each roll 3, but nobody can help you. So that's what you get. You gotta roll under your number. Your number Zoe is a 4. Your number Morgan Fractooth is a 3.
Alright, come on.
It's 2 successes.
2 successes.
1 success.
1 success.
Ooh.
Okay. You plant the charges and you swim back a little bit to a safe distance, and your charge explodes. Boom.
Fire in the hole!
Yeah, it just totally blows off that half of the seal. And yours kind of misfires, it comes unattached as it fires, and it blows off kind of like the bottom half of your side, but it sort of left like a jagged, part of the rock. Dark of Nate, thank you.
Thank you.
Dark of
I
Nate's
assume you're shaking it up.
6, 7, 8. Yeah, and so the way looks clear, but it's going to be very, very tight to get through. And
I did my job.
Yeah.
While they're out there,
Yes.
so I've been helping Chelsea McEnroe, right?
Yes.
I'd like to jack her service weapon.
Okay, you can give that a shot, definitely.
Great.
That is a precise action. You were trying to steal it out without Stanley or Tankledoo noticing.
Tankledoo.
You are a thief.
I am a criminal, in fact.
Yeah, you are a thief. You're not like a pickpocket or sleight of hand expert.
No, but they're not a noticing things expert.
That's true. Let's say you can roll 2.
Cool.
And it's a Mason roll. You want to roll beneath your number. Your number, Kelly, is 8-5.
Yeah, that's 2 successes.
And 2 successes, and you got your number.
Yeah.
So you can ask a question. Hello, Michael Bay on the line. What can I do for you?
While you're giving your crew a day off, how would you feel about, I don't know, maybe allowing your costume designer to put women in complete articles of clothing and then not shooting their ass in really objectifying ways?
You know, it never occurred to me, but it actually sounds like a great idea. I'm going to get somebody on that right now.
Excellent. Much appreciated. Have a good day.
Doesn't sound like Michael Bay.
Thank you. No Michael Bays were harmed during the making of this RPG.
He would never say
Not while he cooperates.
Yeah, Michael Bay disappears. But yeah, you got 2 successes, and
a service weapon.
While Stanley is distracted Stanley and
Tangled
Tankledoo are
out.
distracted by the explosion not quite working as well as it could have, and you managed to snag McEnroe's service revolver.
Excellent.
Thank
you.
And
I'm done.
yeah, you hide that away, and yeah, you two in the Frogman suit swim ahead into this port, and it's dark, but you can see. Things get lighter, so you start coming to the surface, and you find yourself in a pool in a room that, you know, used to look like there's a dock here. Boats used to come up. It's mostly empty. The doors are all closed and sealed. You are just watching beneath you to see what happens with the sub. You have to get the sub through the hole that is not entirely open now. So Stanley puts his hand on your shoulders. You can do this, Tankledoo, right? Perryman, thank you for this.
Tankledoo is best.
A little Tankledoo, yeah.
All right, it's a little tighter than I expected, but I think we can do it.
If I had a nickel.
Trying to judge up the hole in that. Trying to
Sam
judge the hole
Punch,
there.
don't let us know what you think in the chat.
All right, everyone, strap in. This is going to be a little difficult.
Oh, God.
So the only way, I'm going to say, if this is too much, you can correct me.
did.
But my image is the only way to quite get it through is to turn the sub on its side to like get through the hole that's there.
Absolutely.
So it's like, all right, everyone, hold on. As soon as we turn to the right, I'm not going to be able to steer this thing quite as straight as normal. So we're going to have to really gun it when we go through the hole.
Yeah,
I'm used to it.
Absolutely. That sounds like a great plan.
Amazing.
We already established an ace driver of this thing, so you can roll 3 to do that. It is a Mason task. You want to roll beneath your number. Your number, Tankledoo, is 5.
Strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen.
I remain unstrapped by these rules.
I got one.
Oh, 1. Okay, flavor checks. Thank you for the bit. Oh, Lucille.
Thank you, Leslie.
Thanks, Leslie. I can't believe I rolled 2 6s.
Yeah, well, there are, by the way, 8 table rerolls if anybody wants to try.
Nope.
Oh,
I'll take it.
Reroll gets you 1 die, but yeah, no.
Was it going to do that?
Yes. It turns on its side and it scrapes all the way along, and while that is happening, just like water starts pouring into the sub, but it's very close to the top, so you manage to make it. And you pop, and Stanley quickly pops the hatch, and the 3 of you hop out of there, and you pull McEnroe with you, and you put McEnroe on the dock just in time to see your sub sink beneath the waves.
No.
back to whence you came.
Smokebeard, thank you.
God damn it never gets any easier.
Tankledoo, pull it together, man.
All right, I'm together. damn it, I love that sub.
You were in it for 20 minutes.
That's all it took.
Dark of Name, thank you. And while you are helping bring...
This is so great. I love all the donations.
McEnroe, yeah, you're bringing her to the wall and sort of propping her up and taking care of her. While you were there, you notice these 3 little mice come scooting out of a hole in the wall and come up to you and start like kind of squeaking at you and stuff. And yeah, you know, they're
little mice like you on the inside.
yeah.
I hear my babies. I hear my baby.
They kind of sound like that.
It's my baby.
I was like, what the hell is that sound?
I know.
It's my baby mouse. My baby mouse was named Heads, so y'all get to think of names.
Tails?
Knees and toes.
There you go. Shoulders, knees, and toes.
Yeah,
Those are the maps.
Definitely.
Divide them among
Heads.
yourselves.
Knees.
Shoulders.
Your toes, friend. All right.
Yeah, you just something at a deep level tells you that these mice are familial descendants of your own mouse familiar from last week.
The 3 of you seem so familiar.
And
Wait, do they talk? I don't know how to.
Yeah. No, they're mice.
Last week we got squeak, 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 squeak.
Right.
In mouse tongue, they're like, they are the one that the legends speak of.
You can do a
Yeah,
gobble
do
for
mouse
Sneak if you
tongue.
want to,
I'm here
and
for that.
speak
Little
out.
whiskers, yeah.
And the mice answer to call. They can help you out if you want them to explore tiny places or go into rooms or things like that. The mice they're always around. They will be tracking you and shadowing you through the whole night.
Amazing.
The story passed down from our families.
Those are the nice mice. And yeah, and you are a little bit shaken up, Tankledoo. That scraping, seeing that thing fall, and
Subby.
and you fall to the ground,
What is this? Folsom Street Fair?
and suddenly this silly vision pops into your head from nowhere. Maybe from your grief, maybe from being in a sub that almost violently sank.
My inner ear's all messed up from turning everything on the side and stuff.
It's just a mysterious thing, but suddenly your mind just sees some sort of ridiculous Nightseed. Thank you.
Thank you,
Hey,
Nightseed.
thanks, Nightsteed.
Nightsteed. Thank you. Some sort of ridiculous vision of things to come. What do you see?
Okay, so I see just a row of explosions going, and 3 people on motorcycles driving in front of it.
Okay.
And if we get to the next donation tier, maybe all 4 will escape. But now we got the donation tier.
Oh yeah. No.
We are not alive yet.
Winner is assured survival of at least the winner of the put the money back in the box off, which will happen now. So yeah, so you've had that vision, and that will happen now. You find yourself in this room, which was an old loading dock, and Stanley is walking around looking at the doors, and he turns to you. Do you recognize this place? You don't.
Do I recognize the location that was intentionally sealed so that prisoners couldn't get through here? I'll have to take a moment and think about that.
Collins, as soon as she got up, she's just cataloging the room, just going all the way around, like just checking everything to make sure that nothing is...
Okay, why don't you make a Mason roll? You can roll... What are your specialties again? Your specialties, Collins, are sharpshooter and demolition.
Hey, wow, thank you.
Shalthea! Oh, thank you.
Shalthea.
Thank you, everybody.
That seems like a very directed number.
35...
I think we have an
21.
order Muppet.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
Makes sense.
I wonder if Order is winning now.
Well, I'm sure I'm missing several tallies because I'm not sure. Right now, right now I have 10 for chaos and 9 for order.
All right.
Order is a perfect square.
Always.
Oh, wow. So we've unlocked some stuff. So one of the things we've unlocked, cool thing that we talked about before the game, I can't believe we actually got here. Oh, wait, is this... Is that unlocked, or is that just I'm reading that as that is unlocked? The last new one, the Full House.
Yep.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah. So what we have unlocked is so here on Tempting Fate, Jordan was our last Wild Cards player that we did not have on the show. I was looking to get
Full House.
I'm looking to get a complete collection, a full house, if you will.
Nice.
But then it occurred to me that I don't have Jordan Caves Callerman, the GM. Other Jordan.
Better Jordan.
Just to get the whole thing done with once and for all, because I am a completist, if nothing else. I am going to run a special one-shot RPGES Society featuring the cast of Wild Cards.
Woo!
Nice. Oh, cool.
Thank you for making that happen.
That's awesome.
This will be very cool. We don't know exactly what we're going to do yet. I promise you.
This is just happened.
Yeah, it'll probably be dumb, but good dumb. Yeah, it's like that'll be, I guess, on some Monday night. We will bring you details as they solidify. So thank you, everybody.
Sweet.
So yeah,
We have like
I would
everything
like
now? Is that
I mean,
everything?
we're into Dom time.
We're into the scary time when Rick doesn't know what's going on, and Dom is in the chat telling people like, if you don't, then this will happen. And every so often he just giggles menacingly, and then we're all like, Dom, what are you promising them? And that's Dom time.
Yes, Dom time gets us stuff like Shankle too.
Dom is like a Q-like antagonist, protagonist.
I feel like
force.
I should have bribed him before I sat down. I didn't know.
So I would like to assist the categorization.
Oh, yeah.
Because I case places.
Yeah, sure.
And I don't think that turns off.
Sure.
How many did you say I was rolling? I'm
You
sorry.
can roll 2, but let's see if they can help you out a little bit
Okay.
first.
Right.
So you are also making a Mason roll. You can
Right.
roll.
I'm casing.
You get casing. You can roll 3. This is and you want to roll under your number. Your number is 5.
That's 3 successes.
3 successes and a couple of questions for Michael Bay if you
I
have
I don't have them.
Bay out. You can roll 3 now. You want to roll.
oh my gosh!
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
Hey.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Holy crap.
What that did.
And
thank
Risa,
you.
that other John Stewart.
And thank you, that other John Stewart.
And
That
thank
other
you for
John
the raids.
This is
Are you
wonderful.
the John Stewart, or are you the?
No, that's that other John Stewart.
That other one, yeah. So I'm trying to get under.
we
or-
met him at Gen
You were
Con
trying
last
to get. This is a Mason roll. You want to roll under your number. Your
Got
number
it.
is always a 4.
Got it. So 2, because 4.
4. So you get. First of all, that'll be a success. But you are on with Michael Bay. Do you have a question for Michael Bay?
And what can these questions be?
Pretty much anything you want. Where to find something, what somebody's motivation is, how to accomplish
What's the most
something.
valuable thing in this room? How do we? There's someone on the
how do
other
we
side of
get
the
out of here?
door.
West Side
Where are the bad
Story.
guys? Yeah, anything.
I want to know the opposition numbers that we're facing.
Okay.
How many extras did Michael Bay hire?
Yeah, how many? How many extras, Michael Bay?
You know how they always. Thank you, Adventures of Tony, for the sub.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know how we always go a little bit bigger for a sequel, right? Well, they came to me for advice about this rock follow-up, and I told them last time we had a team of about, 10 or 12 commandos taking over the place. Since they failed, this new team logically would learn from their mistakes. So we're going to say it's a team of about 30.
Great.
All right.
30 commandos, highly trained and just totally just horrible. Bay out.
Well, those are some terrible odds.
That's why
Stan
you're
says,
asking to tell me them.
I like to know what I'm walking into.
good question. That was a complete success. So yeah, you walk around the room, it is pretty empty in there. It is very dusty. There are cobwebs, rodent droppings. It looks like nothing has been disturbed.
Any
in a
weak
really
points
long
that I
time.
could maybe blow up or something, or?
Yeah, there is one door that has been bricked up. It is pretty obvious where it is in the middle of the wall. You found that. But then there are also 3 spots where it looks like there were probably barred windows once that have been filled in much smoother. They're not, it's like if you weren't really looking for them, you would just think it was a patch of bad paint on the wall or something. But you kind of tapped and you realize these are actually patches in the wall, and they might actually be softer than the brick door.
There's the mouse hole.
There's the mouse hole too, that where the mouse came from when you met the mice.
Mice do not come from nowhere.
Yeah, it's like there is the dock, which is made of wood, which is old and kind of rotting. There are a couple of wooden crates that look empty. There's some rope that looks like coiled up rope that looks old and rotty.
No rope.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't.
No rope.
I would like to take the rope.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and
I'll take the rope.
Novelty rope. Novelty rope.
Put it on
Just say
your
have it.
novelty rope.
and
You can use it for like craft making later.
Exactly. Yeah.
Stanley's. All right, demolitions experts, find us a way out of here.
Well, looks to me like this is a weak point here. It might have been a window once. I have just the thing. Been tinkering on the side, you know. Just got like I'm gonna call it like a little sticky bomb.
Sure.
It just sticks to a point in there.
And then it bombs.
And then it bombs. Then it goes. So I'm gonna go walk right to what look to me feels like the center. I'm just gonna stick one right on there, and I'm gonna try and, blow that hole there.
Do you want to help Tinkle? Who's the other? Oh, you're the other demolition.
Yeah, but I feel like maybe I'm just gonna let you run this one.
Okay,
The last
sure.
time I did it, it was a little too fast and furious, so I'm just gonna go ahead and stay back and. Anyone want some coffee? I brought the Keurig machine with me.
Oh, Bastion Phil's. Thank
Waterlogged coffee sounds delicious.
Oh yeah, it's sparking.
Super helpful, thanks.
So I'm gonna look for a place to plug it in.
Bastion Phil sends a reroll to Jordan.
Oh yeah, thank you, Bastion Phil.
Other John Stewart sends a reroll to Sam.
Thank you.
And Adventures of Tony sends a reroll to me.
Oh my gosh, he has so many already.
Oh, they're gonna come out soon.
This is the worst. We're gonna
and-
die.
Hey, LaSalle, thank you. 223.
What is happening?
And yeah, so you are an expert. You can roll 3. This is a Mason task. You were trying to make a controlled explosion that'll pop this door open, without alerting the world we were here. You want to roll beneath your number. Your number is 4.
Yeah. That is 2.
2 successes. Okay. Except
See, this is why it's so bad.
gonna make you reroll both of them.
This is why you're so bad.
Yeah.
So I only
You can roll 2.
2.
Yeah, you have 2
Okay.
successes.
Okay. 1.
1. Okay. I will let that stand. The explosion goes off, but it's louder than you thought you were going to be, and everybody y'all kind of freeze as you sort of like, wow, that kind of echoed all over the bay. That there's no way that someone didn't hear some kind of explosion from somewhere. Stan was like, well,
Echoed all over the Michael.
I guess this.
Because it's Bay.
I like
Jordan.
I'm standing by it.
Jordan puns. Let us know what you think in the chat.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Thank
So Stanley hears that and he says, "You know what? I that was so awful. You cannot be called Tankledoo anymore.
No!
Your new nickname is Subbledoo.
Subbledoo!
Cross out the old ones.
Yes.
So do.
Thank you. Subbledoo. Fennec Wolfchild, thank you for the
This
match.
is amazing.
Stanley says, we could be in real trouble now. You know what? We better get some advice from the experts. And he pulls out his phone and he goes onto YouTube. And
This is my grudge face, by the way. I can't believe you took that moment away from me.
See, this is why it's so awful.
He
No,
goes on to,
good for conflict.
We're gonna talk later.
We bring these
Oh, no.
nice people to our show.
he goes on to 1997 YouTube that only the government knows about right now.
Yep, there's that in there.
Chat being sweet to y'all. All right, we'll get there.
Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, that goes off.
Whoops.
All right. So he takes out his phone and he loads up YouTube and he does a search and suddenly the Mythbusters pop onto his screen and he's like, "Hang on a sec, I just need to make sure that we're doing this right." And he puts it and the Mythbusters, Adam Savage and Janie Hyman pop onto the screen and they're like, "Today on Mythbusters, we're testing the myth that you can just walk around on Alcatraz Island during the middle of a mercenary/terrorist attack without being seen, and whether or not there's any way to actually affect that." And Stanley stands there watching this for a good 20 minutes as you just sort of wait around. And what he realizes is that a really good way to stay quiet is to stifle your footprints, your footstep sounds by wrapping them in duct tape, which makes them much softer on the bottoms. And he's really in favor of this, and he thinks it's going to work. So he gives you an order, and now everybody wraps their feet in duct tape in accordance with the Mythbusters' advice, which will give you an edge staying quiet on the island. Thank you, chat, for that particular bit of insanity.
Tape foot.
Tape foot.
Mine be electrical tape?
No, it has to be duct tape. Well, no, I mean, I added in the duct tape part, but
okay.
I'm saying it has to be duct tape because the Mythbusters, they did a whole episode where they survive on a desert island using nothing but duct tape, making like all their clothes and boats and houses out of it and
They
stuff.
make wallet out of it.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
it's the
incredible.
Force. It has a light side and a dark side, and it holds the universe together.
Got it.
There it is.
Need I say more? With the Mythbusters' assistance now, you are ready to go. And Stanley says, all right, stay close and follow me.
I assume I blew a hole in the window big enough for us to shimmy through.
Yeah.
Okay.
It worked. The
Okay.
downside, you popped out the window. The downside was I was too loud.
Okay.
And he kind of pops out, and everybody kind of pops through the window, and you get out there, and he says, all right, anything we need to know about which way to go here?
When we get to the part of the island I've ever seen, you'll be the first to know. On tours of Alcatraz, naturally.
Fair enough. He scoots down to the edge of this building, and you all kind of come up next to him. Hey, Mini Marker, thank you.
Thanks, Mini Marker. 1, 2, 3, 4. That seems like a
This
chaos move.
remains entertaining. Yeah, it's like
I don't know, that
I think
seems
that's
orderly as
orderly.
heck, yeah.
Sure, but it's breaking the number away from an orderly finish.
it's not like
I mean, but we don't know what the sum is right
That's
now.
a good point. If it, but
And it ends on an even number.
that would be amazing if it was something that evened out by putting 1, 2, 3, 4. But
Yeah.
it
I
can't
can't
rule it
believe
out.
that micro order can lead to macro chaos.
Yeah. What?
All right, I'm going fourth. Let's go.
All right, so Stanley peeks his head around the corner, and then he turns back, and he's like, centuries. And
Like years, like decades, 10 decades.
You son.
Mr. Comedian.
What? No, I'm brutal. I'm down. That wasn't a joke. I'm not. I don't. What?
Centuries.
Yeah.
Ragtooth guards.
Oh.
Not century.
People watching.
Danger.
Oh, like a sentinel. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, whatever works, man.
We're not talking about comic books, man.
Oh, yeah.
And you all kind of take a quick peek around the side, and what you see what he's talking about. Basically, around the corner, there is a long path that sort of heads off into the distance up a crest of a hill. And on a small building, like a shed on the top, there are 2 guys with rifles just sort of standing, looking around. One of them's got some binoculars.
So they're up?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
higher than you. They have not spotted you yet. Stanley looks behind you. He's like, well, it looks like that's the only way forward, so how do we want to handle this?
I pull my guns out and I'm like, doesn't look like too far a shot.
I agree.
Collins, think you can take the one on the left?
Yeah.
All right, sharpshooters. This is a Mason roll. I assume, right, you're not helping each other. Each one of you are going to shoot one, so it's 2 separate rolls.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, are you going for the kill? What are you doing?
I think so.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, you leave somebody alive, they can go run and warn.
Okay.
You just aim for the center of mass and hope for the best.
These guys
Yeah.
are sentinels. They're gonna gather up the mutants and then put them into.
Now, this is the facility where you cure them. Remember?
Oh, from X-Men 3, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
it's not,
they do it on,
hasn't come out
Like,
yet,
you
but
have to,
yeah.
like, check
Even
him
if-
for the bends or something, because he's like...
The military
under
doesn't
pressure.
train us to casually disable people with guns trying to kill us.
All right.
I mean, you might not see the blood. This is probably a PG-13 movie, but
So, yeah, Stanley gives you the green light, and we'll say the 2 of you kind of arch slightly around the corner.
Could I assist with telling them exactly where to hit like these like power boxes so that lights go out without setting off any alarms?
Yeah, sure.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But if the lights go out, they're going to be alerted if they're not
when they hear
Dead.
gunshots after having heard a bomb.
Oh, you're gonna
Somebody
you're gonna
may
trigger
be
that
able to
after we shoot them? I'm confused.
Why don't
Sorry.
we say you want to help them?
Like the light goes out and they're like, what?
Right.
And
What the?
You can distract them by like popping out a light or something, so
they're
that
like, hey,
they
what's
turn away.
the light bulb? What the heck?
Oh, so not complete darkness.
Who turned
just
out the
like
light?
Yeah.
I was gonna. How are we gonna see to
Yeah,
sharpshoot?
just
Okay.
enough to like get their attention. So
Okay.
they sort of
Commando
turn the
night
other
vision
way.
goggles.
Yeah, well, right. Yeah, their power lines, they kind of run all over the place.
Oh yeah, can we assume we have night vision goggles as like commandos?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, why don't you make that roll first? That's a Mason roll. You want to roll under your number. This is your area of expertise, tank.
So that's
Sorry, not
pretty-
tank. This is your expertise.
And I'm not tank anymore.
No.
Submarine.
You're
Submarine.
Submarine.
Two, right?
Submarine.
Okay, let's see how this goes. I might not actually know that much about electronics. But yeah, no.
Yeah, Morgan, good speedish. Your number is 3. You want to roll under your number. That
Yeah,
is
no, I
2
didn't do that. I
strikeouts.
didn't do
So
that. I didn't do that.
nothing happens. You're pulling with those wires, but nothing's happening. You ready to take your shots?
We're rolling 3.
Yeah, you can each roll 3 because again you are expert sharpshooter.
Doesn't look like those lights are going out. Let's just do this the old-fashioned way.
You got it.
Sub'll do. Don't let it down now.
3.
1 is under.
Oh.
Keep rolling 6s.
Practice.
All right.
You just gotta reroll 1.
Someone do it!
Just your success.
All right. Then that's 6. That was the 4. Come on, roll even lower. 3. Still got 1.
All right.
Lucky Dragon Lady!
We'll let that stand. You succeed. So yeah, you just pop that dude and he just flies like right over the other side. It's like clean, perfect kill. In fact, it's so perfect that the other guy he's like turning for a second, to like look over the bay. When he turns back, his friend's just gone and he's like, what the hell? But like he's only got like a second to think about it because then he's hit. But with 1 success, while he is kind of fatally hit, he has enough time to sort of take his radio and be like, we've got an incursion. And
Can I shoot him again?
bitch!
Can I?
well, he kills him. And
Oh, he does. Oh, he dies.
He
Okay.
dies. Yeah, like right after he sends that message, and Stanley's like, "Well, then they definitely know we're here, and probably know where we are now. All right, we gotta move." But
We gotta get to higher ground immediately.
This is just gonna speed everything up a bit. Plan's still the same, right?
plan's still the same. We go ahead. We stay out of sight. Hang on. I'm just gonna go warn. I'm gonna go warn.
Chelsea.
What if we...
Yeah, Chelsea, to keep an eye out. I think she's got a sidearm. And he walks on down there.
Yeah, last time I checked, said Chelsea had a sidearm.
Definitely. I remember her talking about her sidearm. She loved it.
Standard issue, gentlemen. What do you?
I have no earthly idea.
Yeah, and he walks in there, and you hear him tell Chelsea to keep a lookout. And while he's down,
I didn't do a bad thing.
yeah, while he's down, you hear a bunch more. You hear footsteps coming. You think maybe there are a couple of guards on their way, headed toward down the path. That you.
Do we have enough time to take some of the higher ground before?
Why don't we find out?
Yeah.
I'd like to lead the group to a secluded spot using the knowledge I have of this place. That
Yeah,
is
absolutely.
presumably
You escaped
the
Alcatraz.
reason why I'm here.
I assume you know every square inch of this place in the year that you spent studying it for Escape, so it's like you
At least the
have,
square inches that, weren't sealed by concrete.
Right.
Well, I mean, and you probably, you probably even had some idea that it's like, hey, something must be sealed behind this wall because the geography doesn't work out
there
and
were
things,
seals
right,
around
yeah.
Sandbox, yeah.
So yeah, that's a Mason roll. You you are an Alcatraz escapee. You can roll 3 for this. You want to roll beneath your number? That's 5.
Alright, that's 2 successes.
2 successes. Yeah, absolutely. They are sort of making a beeline for that shed that those two were on when you're like, no, there's a better way. There's right across from that shed, there's like what looks here like the crest of a hill, but is actually on top. There's like a sort of like flat concrete patch. It's we'll say it's a little like a private driveway or something like that leads to one of the buildings, which is like it's totally invisible if you're laying on it. It just kind of looks like there's a hill going on. Nobody would know, even think that there was somebody up there, and you have a lot of clearance. So you point them up there. We will say, do you believe them? Wouldn't they tell you that there's a better way?
I mean, I follow orders, so...
Well, Stanley right now is down preparing
Hey,
Chelsea.
he's down. He's not here.
You are hearing...
He has split the party.
You are hearing footsteps coming.
Well... I'm gonna use my little soldier's logic tells me that if I were to go and it doesn't work out, I have a great vantage point to shoot them.
Okay, I like that.
So...
Let's not get too far away. This ex-convict here, I don't know if... They might just be trying to get us away from Stanley. No offense.
No, I'm sure that Stanley would take no offense whatsoever.
All right.
All right.
He didn't... Goodspeed didn't give you something to defend yourself with, did he?
Wish he had.
Well, then stay behind us. I pull out my 2 guns.
What are their names?
You don't get to know their names. They're secret between me and my guns.
Before Collins goes, she's gonna pull something out of her back pocket. It's a Dodgers hat. She's gonna put it right on for... It's a good luck charm.
All right. You got your Dodgers hat on. And the 3 of you, we'll say the 4 of you, make it up to that crest. And you see a unit of 3 mercenaries trotting down the road towards you. They have their guns up. They are sort of in like a sweeping formation, looking for people. They are coming down. They absolutely know there is somebody down here.
Are they in grenade throwing range? Or bomb throwing range, perhaps?
They are coming into it. Yeah, they'll be beneath you. Yeah, you could probably toss a grenade out there if you needed to.
3 on 2. That doesn't seem fair for them.
It's you two. You're the 2.
Well, we're the ones with the guns.
Okay, so it's just
Right.
you 2. Yeah,
Well,
so you're the 2.
I mean, you probably got a gun too,
Submarine.
but
What do you think? Toss a grenade in there and pick off a survivor?
it'd be like shooting fish in a barrel.
You can drop and pick up too, so... Second round. If necessary, but I'm gonna go with no.
All right, so what? Okay, so you are gonna throw a grenade. Is that the deal?
Yeah, I'm assuming that they're close enough. I guess the formation. I should ask about the formation of them first. Like, are they close enough that if I threw something, like
Yeah, they're sort of like kind of each guarding each other's back, sort of
Okay.
kind of triangle formation as they kind of walk. One of them's walking backwards. They're like they know that there is somebody here. They heard the gunshots. They heard their friend call on the thing.
Well, I prefer to be as efficient as possible, so we'll start with the attempted efficiency and go from there.
All right, is anybody helping? If so, how?
Okay, so I have an idea.
Uh-huh.
How about what if we take a few shots at them to kind of like try and herd them together a little closer, and then hit the grenade in the whole thing?
Sure, I like that. Yeah.
Just kind of like pew, pew.
I think in that case, I would hand my grenade to Fragtooth, who's also like a demolitions, like explosives expert.
Yeah, I got this.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. So you're gonna roll a help roll to shoot and try and...
Yeah.
Get him to clump up a little tighter.
You can roll 3, that's a mason roll, you want to roll beneath your number.
All right.
And so I just essentially passed my roll.
All
right.
right.
Okay.
All 3 of them are below my number.
Okay, yeah, so you...
You are helped as fuck.
You straight the ground, and those 3 guys kind of like all hit each other's backs, and they are right together. Would you like to throw your grenade now?
Yeah, I like to throw my grenade, but also since I'm an electrical expert, I think I can throw one more thing on top of this. I think I want to attach this grenade to the Keurig machine that I've been carrying around.
I've been wondering what I've been thinking about that machine.
Yes.
Let's just max this baby out.
Yeah.
Keurig grenade.
Yeah.
Okay.
Extra plastic shrapnel damage.
Sure.
No, really.
Why don't you roll throwing a grenade? I mean, I guess that is a calm, precise action. A lot of Mason tasks tonight.
Military, you know? You gotta like...
All right, you want to roll under your number.
A little different.
Your number is a 3.
Depends on your philosophy.
Can roll. You're getting help. You could roll 3.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull out my pistol just in advance of potentially there being...
Probably not a terrible idea.
Oh, let's see. Here we go. I got
2 successes.
1 call to Mr. Bay.
Hello, this is Michael
No.
Bay. What can I do for you?
Hi. So I know that your first major directing gig was shooting that Hamilton milk commercial. In the spirit of that, is there a specific, like one shot or something that on the island or in the story that we'll be able to make sure we succeed very easily that we're not seeing quite in front of us?
No, there is no super easy one-shot success here. You're gonna have to make it across the island to that gas so that Stanley can neutralize it. I wish I could say something more encouraging, but who am I kidding? No, I don't. Michael Bay out, and he hangs up.
Great, that was like as useful as like a recent Transformers script. Thank you so much.
Oh!
Thank you for that.
Yeah, so you got 2 successes. You pop that Curie grenade right into the center of them. It totally explodes. The shrapnel just, gets everybody in the back. Just totally wipes those guys out.
Because there's Keurig involved, it's just horrible for the environment.
Yes, because there's Keurig involved, it's horrible for the environment. And
Can I turn from the explosion and say something?
Yeah, what did I say?
Just like after the explosion, I just turn to you guys and go,
I think that was Donut Shop.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I'd say out in that coffee maker, put a little jet fuel on the fire.
And as the smoke clears, you think you're doing all right. And then suddenly, further, down the path where you can now see, you're right by the edge of the water, where you came out. You see this motorboat go by with a couple of mercenaries in it, and they've got Stanley and Chelsea. And they are just zipping away along the side of the island.
Are they taking care of it?
They just took 2 of your teammates hostage.
Son of a bitch, they stole a boat.
And yeah,
Your priorities are out.
They're far from us, right? Like, are they like out?
yeah, they're in like an outrigger. It moves pretty quickly. Why? You want to try and take a shot at it or something? You can give it a shot.
I
Then
mean,
the
I
boat
always
crashes
want to
into the
try and
island.
shoot
You were
at things,
prepared.
but
Okay,
You were already prepped.
Basically, here's what you see, right? It's like kind of like an outrigger, a small, fast boat with a motor, and there's like 2 mercenaries. They're holding rifles on Stanley and Chelsea, who clearly
like a
been
bad shot.
disarmed.
yeah, this does not seem like a good idea.
Okay. Can't always do.
We gotta get after him.
Sometimes the bad idea, I don't know.
Nah.
Look, if they get out with Stanley, we don't have a plan.
Use chemical
Yeah.
engineers from Berkeley. It's right across the bay.
Well,
we don't really have time for that.
Do you have time
and
for
they
that?
don't have the clearance to get on this mission. And I don't have time for the paperwork that would involve.
Absolutely. Shoot
they-
your employer
Have they?
and figure it out later.
Have they? Well, I guess we can't really tell. Like, does he have like an earcom? Is that what he was communicating with us through?
Stanley?
Or, yeah.
He did at one point. Yeah, he might still have it. I don't know why. You want to try and see if you can talk to him?
Yeah, maybe. I don't really have a plan here. I was hoping it would
Can-
come as I started talking.
No,
and
that's okay. You don't have to have a plan.
Can I scan the coast for like a shack that might have boats, or preferably 4 sea-doos?
You
the
Yeah,
motorcycles
south
of
side
the sea.
motorcycles of the sea. Yes, I guess you can. Sure.
Yes,
Okay.
please. Just the image of like a rifle in one hand, driving the Sea-Doo with the other hand is too much. I have.
If
We
there
have to
happens be-
try.
if
I'm
there
picturing
happens
it with
be
putt-putt
sea-doos,
noises, to be clear.
I might have a
You will
plan.
need a
after
successful help roll from your guide to have a chance.
Do they keep sea-doos anywhere on the island?
I haven't been here in decades.
Just for fun and recreation, things like that.
I have absolutely no earthly idea.
Well, if you did have an idea, where would they keep them?
On the south side dock with all of the other boats.
Southside Dock. Let's go. We don't have much time.
All right, you got to make a help roll here. We'll call this a Mason roll. You're using your judgment of where they might keep boats based on what you remember the building's layouts
Right.
to be.
Because there's like one place. There's
Call
one
it-
place where the tourist boats.
You can roll 2. You want to roll beneath your number. It's 5.
One success.
One success, but that's all it takes.
You can
for a
make me
help roll.
re-roll it.
But you also get a question from Michael Bay. Hey, you're on with Michael Bay.
Howard, urgently do we need to save Stanley and Chelsea?
Well, I would say that they're not in any immediate danger of being killed. The military guys holding them are, well, you know, reasonably honorable types. They're not going to kill unarmed people for no reason. But it
Good
is
thing
true.
Chelsea's unarmed.
Yeah, good thing. But it is true that you have no way to neutralize the gas without Stanley's expertise. So you're probably going to try and get him back at some point.
At some point.
You know, that's all I've really got. That's all I know. You know, I'm just a maker
Non-urgent,
of
much
popular
appreciated.
entertainment. Bay out. And yeah, he hangs up.
All right.
And you now get you were going to go search see if you guys can maneuver around the bottom side of the island to this dock on the south side. You get this help roll. Let's say you can roll 2 with
Okay.
the help roll.
And is this?
It's a mason roll. You're looking for something. You want to roll under your number. Your number is 3.
All right.
No, your
No, my
number
number is 5.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
number's 3.
Both under.
Both under. Yeah, you absolutely find a shack full of
Sea-Doos?
sea-doos.
Yes! Boom!
I would say
Do?
we're gonna go.
Oh,
We're gonna,
no.
I think it's best if we go in pairs. The non-sharpshooters drive. We in the back. Let's do this.
All
I
right.
assure you, there were no sea-doos in the plan. So...
That seems sufficiently Michael Bay, right?
Oh, yeah, no, that's awesome.
As we're crossing from sort of the northeast corner of the island down to the south side dock, we're passing that high ground shack where the 2 guys were sharp shot. Can I pick up one of their walkie-talkies?
Oh, yeah, you can pick up one of their
Because
rotations.
one of them was talking.
Sure, I won't even make
Good.
you roll for that because
They're dead.
they're dead. Yeah.
I know.
Awesome.
The Sea-Doos came because when the Dodgers came to go on their tour, that's how they got to the island. Gotta be fancy about it. You can't just come on a
Rationalizing
boat,
the
like-
world. But we don't know about the Dodgers yet. Spot.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
See, there's only a baseball team, but
So,
You're like branded across the field.
Everybody knows baseball players love Sea-Doos.
yeah, you know.
Them's facts.
Paying outrageous amounts of money for BS you don't really need.
yeah.
So while you are getting your sea-doos ready, first a weird thing happens. You get into an argument
Weirder than
over
that?
you get into an argument over who could do the best impression of Nicolas Cage's character from Con Air saying "Put the bunny back in the box."
Real quick, before we get these Sea-Doos, something's been on my mind.
Yeah.
You see Con Air?
Oh, of course.
You seen Con Air?
No.
You seen Con Air?
No.
Okay, well,
Surely you guys have seen it. It's playing on HBO all the time.
Don't have premium cable.
I only had room for one terrorist on a plane movie in 1997, and I chose Air Force One.
oh yeah, with
That's a
Harrison
legitimate
Ford.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have seen that one.
Well, my question doesn't have anything to do with Harrison Ford. My question is, who of us would be the best at doing that one line that we all remember so fondly?
I think we all know it'll be
Those-
Sub'll-Do. It was made for that.
Okay.
All right, let's hear it.
Put the bunny... it's more southern than that. Put the bunny back in the box.
That's not bad.
Put the money back in the box.
Not terrible.
Put the bunny back in the box.
You put that bunny back in that goddamn box!
Ooh, that's got flavor.
Yeah, that was spicy.
I was like,
All right.
Disco Friday kind of.
Chat, you get to pick who did the best. Put the bunny back in the box. The winner is assured survival. Dom will get to make the call on who the chat picks, and he will let me know here.
And now we get on.
Now we hop on. Here we go.
And you get on your
Sea-Doos.
sea-doos. Why can't I remember that word? You get on your sea-doos, and yeah, you pull them into the water, and you're getting used to them, and you're kind of getting the feel for them. When you start hearing this sound, like a flock of birds or something flying around above your head, and you look up and it's not a flock of birds, it is a flock of majestic penguins flying, soaring above you, as penguins are known to soar, especially in San Francisco.
As we look up and see the penguins, the camera just rotates around us and we all take off our glasses and look.
So,
I was going to say, I don't think penguins can't fly.
no, they absolutely can.
Can they really?
Carrier penguins, absolutely.
Carrier
Carrier
penguins.
penguins.
And they are majestic as fuck. Now, some of them, their wings get a little tired occasionally. They can totally fly because they are adult carrier penguins. But like some of them need to use jetpacks, and that's fine. That's totally valid.
Looking closer, you notice some of them are flying, some on their own wing power, and some of them have jetpacks. Some of them have little like propeller helmets, and like
Some of you know to use Ghostbuster cars. Like,
some of them have flying Ghostbuster cars.
Some have little like
have their whole
Hermes
culture.
like shoes with wings on them.
I have no idea what's happening.
And the carrier penguin soars down to you and takes. It has a little mailbag, and it opens up the mailbag, and it's got some messages for you from your friends and peers back in San Francisco who are praying for you to save them all from toxic destruction.
Apparently, no one in East Bay
Awkward
gives a
timing,
damn
but I
about us.
appreciate the support.
Our location is supposed to be confidential.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever.
Yeah, carrier penguins are very well informed. So the first message from Aki says, kick ass, take names, so happy to see such a great group put together for today's episode. More Amanda, yay.
I love you, Rocky.
Yeah.
Rick, don't make it too easy on them. You know, you're right, I have been making it too easy on them.
Wait, was
When
that
we get
also
back from the
Aki?
carrier penguin break, this is going to get much harder. Thank you, Aki. And DJ Phoenix says, thanks for bringing everyone so much fun. You all rock. Thank you, DJ.
Ha,
You rock.
And
Get it.
oh, you all rock. Yeah, DJ Phoenix puns. Dark of Nate says, hey folks, thanks for giving us literally the best Michael Bay story of all time.
The bar was set.
Yeah, just take that as a compliment or however you choose. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah.
What's that movie about like the two bodybuilders who like try and
Gain
do
and
crime?
Pain?
Yeah, yeah.
That's not the title.
That was
but-
okay.
Those sound like the two demons in Hercules.
And Fennec Wolfchild says, thank you all for making Sundays a lot brighter and more fun. Less than 3. Love and internet hugs to all y'all. If you're hug inclined. Everyone here is hug inclined.
I am hug inclined. Thank you.
Fennec.
We all know how I feel about hugs.
Yeah, Sam, very anti-hug. And Elizabeth Joy, 77, says, thank you for always making me laugh. I have been having a rough time with health issues, so I was looking forward to this even more than normal. I am sorry to hear that, Elizabeth.
I hope you feel better.
Glad that this helps.
Yeah, Elizabeth, one of our friends with us every week. Please feel better. And Taxel Thefts says, watching y'all is a hoot, and I'm glad the Enthusi Army led me here. Yes, Enthusi Army.
Yay!
Thank you. Also, if Sam needs more puppers, I finished some Callisto 6 fan art today.
What is Callisto 6 is here? I'm so excited.
Callisto 6.
I can't wait to go look at it.
Other great show that Sam is on. Thank you, everybody. And on that, those carrier penguins just soar off the water into the air
So
with the
much
cry of the carrier penguin. It's like poetry and music all in one penguiny sound.
A tear rolls down Sumbledu's eye.
Yeah, I mean, it is that
Just from
kind
the
of moment.
joy of all those penguin songs.
And you are on your seduce. And you are...
We're seducing.
Seduce.
We've been seduced.
Seduced.
Yes. This is happening. Yeah. You are chasing around the side of the island, and I guess what you're trying to catch up with the boat.
I just want to see if he's still. I just want to. Good speed. If you can swim, grunt.
And at first you hear nothing, but then you hear Goodspeed be like, "The Los Angeles Dodgers are here. I can see them from where I am. This is amazing." And then it cuts off.
That wasn't an answer. Good speed.
Looks like the stakes just rose a lot. Now if we fail this mission, we also lose the Dodgers.
Wow, the 1997 Dodgers to that lineup.
Ooh, man.
Was
I'll
bad.
never forget.
Wait, yeah. What time of year it is?
Slate and start over.
Might be doing the Dodgers a favor, but yeah.
I think.
Yeah. What time of year is this? What month is this right now?
What year is it? No.
No, it's
September,
important.
right?
It's important to me because I'm not a Dodgers fan. I want them to stay
Yeah,
back.
we called it.
I think.
It's September.
Oh, it says September.
Yeah.
It does say September right in front of my face.
Oh, what would the
So knowing as I do, where...
Hey, thank you for the sub, Greek Gordon.
I would say just for a second,
Gordon.
college is just like can't decide whether to be like woo or like oh god no, and it's just kind of like oh god.
That's sort of Willy Wonka. Oh no.
Oh no.
But I would like to use my knowledge of where there is a direct eye line around the island, so that we can see without necessarily getting people on the island seeing us as we chase after this boat.
Roll a mason roll.
Yeah.
You want to roll. You want to roll under your number, but I'm only going to let you roll 1 because even though you were pretty much an expert on the layout of Alcatraz from your escape, you never studied it from the water. It's the one place you really never surveyed from because you were inside trying to get out. So
Who could have found them?
You can roll 1. It's Mason.
I succeed.
You succeed, and you get your number. You're on with Michael Bay. Do you have a question? I'm busy making bad movies. My time is precious.
Not my question. What is the best way to disable an outrigger motorboat without it just crashing and killing our ostensibly necessary chemical engineer?
Well, I don't know if you can do that while it's moving, frankly. It's if you shot the boat, it would probably just sink or
That's
pop
sort of
or
my
something
thinking.
like that.
Like, what's going on here?
You might need to let it dock.
Or pirate it.
Well,
Understood.
or pirate it.
Overtake the boat.
Yeah, or pirate it. That was what I was about to say.
Yes.
Michael Bay knows all. Bay out. Click. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm boarding the boat.
Well, we actually never established who's on. I said we would take 2 Sea-Doos. So
Yeah,
who's on which one?
You
It's
tell
kind of
me.
I'm driving.
Yeah, I think you're driving one of them. So.
All right. So why don't we just say
But,
besides the
okay,
ship
okay.
together?
Here's how we can do it. If we team up, then when you are gonna jump on and board the boat
Yeah.
and pirate it, I'll take over driving. But I can be doing the shooting
Yeah.
while you're driving
Alright,
up.
so
the
you're
shore.
driving and
Okay.
I'm behind you.
Yeah.
All right.
And don't forget
This
you-
totally makes sense for the non-vehicle expert to be piloting
Hey,
in front of the
I
seat.
can take over whenever I've got to. I know these babies. Oh. It's okay, Cedu. It's okay.
This is like a SWAT cat.
They're
thing.
inexperienced, but they'll treat you right. No.
The sea
It'll be all right.
whisperer. And don't forget, you also have the mice who are allowed to help you out.
Yes.
So, yeah.
They will be giving people tularemia all over the place.
So the plan is you're going to catch up to the boat, dive across while one of you shoots, while the 2 of you shoot out the guards. Is that what?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's like
Where?
get close enough to try and sharpshoot both of them, and then board.
Yeah, and then we okay. So I think we need to like come at them, like shooting at them, or at least stopping them
Perfect,
from being able
thank
to
you.
shoot
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
That's like the important part of what we're doing shooting. It's like they're gonna be trying to shoot us, and we're trying to like hold them down. You know?
Suppressive fire.
Yeah, we got to suppressing fire until we can get up besides them, and then 2 of us will jump onto the boat, take it over from the inside, while the other 2 like arc off with the Sea-Doos to.
Okay, so there's a lot of rolls in there.
We didn't put them on the boat.
Yeah, no.
It's an action
Well,
film.
I didn't expect the Sea-Doos. I thought the Sea-Doos. I thought they were gonna get away.
I was gonna say before we pull this trigger here, my only question is, do we think there's anything stopping them from once they notice us just killing Goodspeed and?
No, there's not. We're
Chelsea?
gonna have to be real fast.
Yeah, we got to be quick about
We
it.
do not have time to plan
This
things.
is a bad
Look.
plan.
Of course
Hey,
it is.
Not
Hey,
think about things
if they
that might
haven't
happen.
killed
Stay out.
Goodspeed already, they've got to need him for something.
There's so many ways this could go wrong, and pretty much just one that it could go right. This is not a good idea, you guys. This is not a good idea.
I like
Always
those
do the bad
odds.
idea.
That one way.
No,
could go
that's
right.
why you don't do the bad
Alright, what
idea.
do we
That's
roll?
why it's called the bad idea.
Okay, so first the 2 drivers.
Come on,
you
Seduce.
both have to roll good speed rolls.
Oh, we're so brag.
To catch up. To catch up to the boat. This is wild, passionate action. You're doing like a Kirk thing. You got a vehicle. You're chasing somebody.
Great.
You are one of the drivers. You are a vehicle expert.
He's the driver.
No,
Oh.
the vehicle expert is not driving a Sea-Doo.
Right, I forgot.
Because he's
We're on-
also the
I'm a
sharpshooter. Yeah.
sharpshooter.
Forgot we're on Tempting Fate. Right. Okay. So the 2 of the drivers.
Yeah.
You 2 roll good speed rolls. You can each roll 1. Dark of Nate. Thank you.
Hey.
Failure.
Failure. What about you?
Good speed means I gotta get under, right?
Over.
Good speed is good.
Over. Oh, great.
And you're
Nice.
That's a success.
You got a success.
Yeah.
You're taking your
Across
failure.
the table, high five.
Yeah. This was not a good plan.
All right, then you know what, Omar? Reroll.
Watch this.
Oh no!
Billy, I rolled under.
You rolled under.
It has to
You're
be
supposed to
over.
roll over.
You need to roll over. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good speed roll.
So I'm rolling again.
Rolling again.
Oh.
Yeah.
Grew up in the 90s. You think I can't speed-do?
All right. You pull right up behind that thing, but you notice that the other Sea-Doo has sort of fallen behind.
Sea-Doo.
Yeah, apparently Kelly Conway, 60-something-year-old Alcatraz escapee, not that great with a Sea-Doo.
Not that great with a
Who would
Sea-Doo.
have thought?
Here's my question.
Yeah.
I have pistols. Can I take 2 shots?
I mean, you can take one roll, to you know, whatever your action is as far as like you want to do one of those things where like you're unloading with like a hand in one gun in each hand, that kind of thing. Very
McCree.
Well, especially if I see that they aren't
John.
there too,
Okay.
Backup plan.
So you're gonna try and like shoot out the guards, or shoot out the guard that you were gonna get. Is that the idea? If like from a distance now?
Well, I thought you said we were pulling up behind. Like, aren't we close enough?
Those two have got
those
it.
two.
Yes.
Yeah. They're the.
Oh, you two
We're on the
those
same.
two are on the
yeah,
same one.
we're on the
Sorry,
same.
and
I
we
had
are on
seated.
the same
I had it
one.
backwards. Okay, so
Yeah.
you two pull up.
Yeah.
You two are falling behind.
That's why I was asking, so I could like.
Yeah.
First, let's deal with you two. You wanna just start shooting out the guards.
I want to try. Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
sure.
it's just me. I can see that.
That is a Mason roll. You want to roll under your number. You're trying to do a little sharpshooting job here. Shoot the guards without shooting your friends. You are an expert at this. You can shoot 3. Roll 3. Unless you were getting some kind of help.
It's like I was trying to think. Is there anything?
Only
that
Omar can help you.
Is there anything that you could justify anyway?
I mean, I'm keeping
Yeah.
Sea-Doo Collins tooth, which is what we're calling it. I'm keeping it steady.
All right.
Steady. Okay, so why don't you roll another good speed roll? See if that helps. You can roll 1. You want to roll over your number.
No, yeah, that's it.
All right.
So you're just rolling 3. that Sea-Doo is kind of.
And I want under,
doing
right?
his best.
This Sea-Doo maneuver has been disastrous.
That is 3 successes.
Oh well.
Until now.
This is like a John Woo movie. You pull those out, and you just blast away those guards. And it works great. The guards fall over the side of the boat. Stanley and Chelsea are safe, or not in being held by the
Chelsea's
guard.
actually proficient at driving boats.
Yes, but
She's a literal pilot.
she's still kind of injured and wounded.
She is still better at it than we are.
So we will say that you two are able to catch up now that they have command of the other boat.
Yeah, they were driving it along, and it was like not working, and I was like, all right, let me see what's going wrong under the hood. Hey, speak to me, baby. And I like pull off a little like thing and
Roll a Mason roll.
Okay.
You want to roll under your number? Your number tank. Oh, sorry. Subaldoo is
Subaldo.
5. You can roll 3 because you're a vehicle guy.
all right. And that is all successes and call to Michael Bay.
Okay, so absolutely, you're going to totally be able to fix that engine. So the Sea-Doo will work perfectly. This is Michael Bay. You're on with the master. What's your question?
So just for visual purposes, is there any way that you are trying to visually distinguish things that would explode when shot in the setup of this film?
In this film, I would say pretty much everything will explode if shot enough.
That's okay. That's all we need to know.
I once had dirt explode, man. Dirt, it's not explosive at all. But me, I don't care. I don't think you should either.
All right,
Hey,
good to know.
You can start summoning explosions at will. We'll make. You know what? It's like we'll make that a roll. Part of your success to summon the Michael Bay explosion. But we have a news flash. The Put the Bunny Back in the Box Off results are in. The winner is Kelly Conway, played by Sam DeLev.
Whoa, okay. That was unexpected.
It was very good.
Kelly,
Thank you for ensuring that the gays are unburied.
Hey, yeah, thank you. That actually gets me off the hook. Yeah. So
Hey, you don't know their lives.
that is an excellent point.
Quick, guys, be gay, do crimes. It's the only way.
Be gay, do crimes.
That was the entire character concept that I built for this.
So you are
That sounds like a strange T-shirt.
you are sitting out at sea. You are sort of just off the coast of Alcatraz. You have this little outrigger that the guards were in with Stanley and Chelsea. You have the two Sea-Doos.
Sir, did they say where they were taking you?
They were taking me to where the other hostages were. There's some sort of holding facility just up that dock, and he sort of points, and you can sort of see like a dock beginning to jet out in the water just down the coastline.
You mean Alcatraz prison?
Yeah.
And you mean the other hostages were you mentioned the Dodgers?
Yeah, the LA Dodgers. They were standing on that dock a second ago. I guess they were taking them for a walk or something. I was able to see them.
Well, you gotta keep
Very convenient.
How many dead guards are there here now?
That was
Should have been
1, 2,
7?
3,
Like
4,
7?
5
Yeah.
on the island plus
But
2
how
in
many
the boat.
are on the boat with us right now?
2.
2. Are their uniforms still intact?
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, they got shot. There are probably little holes in some of their uniforms, but it's probably not super conspicuous if you do it right.
With my electrical equipment, I can sew those right up. No one will know the better.
I mean, you might be able
If
to...
they're close enough that you can see the bullet holes, you should have shot them already.
That's true. I mean, but just for later's sake, too.
Yeah.
When we're out of this island, if you guys want me to sew these back up.
Oh, that'd be nice.
So why don't we say you can yes. Use your electrical ability to sew the uniform.
Patch them back up.
We'll just like take them with us until.
Well, they expect some hostages to be delivered. Why don't we deliver them some hostages? And then a little bit of hot lead.
Okay. Omar, I want you to make a roll to look over the uniforms.
Okay.
It's a Mason roll. You can roll under your number. Thank you for the bits, Fennec Wolfchild.
Thanks, Fennec Wolfchild.
You want to roll under your number.
Bits.
You can roll 2.
Okay. You got 1 success.
1 success. Okay.
Yeah, that checks out. That's like a good narrative result.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're digging through those, looking at the bullet hole, seeing if that's something that you can conceivably fix. When you notice that they have these like electrical kind of like key cards, like in their belts. But you don't know what they're for.
Now, this is an interesting design. You got these key cards on their belts. So I can check them in the water if we don't want them.
No.
Let's see
No.
real quick.
Let's hold on to
No,
them, right?
well,
Oh, okay.
I'll take them.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I got it.
It doesn't really go with the aesthetic very well.
Well, I'll put them in my back pocket. You won't see them.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm okay with that.
We might need them for getting through security. You know what? I heard it as I was saying it. It sounded dumb.
No, I mean, I might be concerned with
All right.
aesthetics, so don't worry.
Sure.
You don't worry about it.
Yeah, as far as the aesthetics go, you are able to improvise a tiny electrical arc that melts the material together.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
sealing
yeah.
off the bullet holes.
Oh, because it's polyester.
'Cause it's
Yeah.
So it'll
polyester. Yeah.
melt enough.
Conway, can you take stock of our surroundings here and let us know if we're any closer or farther away from our goal here?
Where did we end up?
Why don't we say right now you are right basically on the opposite side of the island,
Alright.
like directly across.
So we're not all that far from where we undocked with the Sea-Doos. We basically just did a loop.
Yeah, sort of
A
right, yes.
CU.
A sea loop on the
A
sea.
CU on the
CU.
Sea-Doo.
A seahorse
With
shoe.
Submarine.
I see you. We're gonna have to get around.
And so if we're here, the prisoners are like in between us. The prisoner holding is between us and where we're going, or
Well-
behind.
Well, that's where your ultimate goal is where that nerve gas was being stored, which is by that water tower. The prisoners, I mean, well, you don't know where the prisoners are being held right now. You know that this that big building on the side, that's the main jailhouse.
Okay.
You don't know exactly where the prisoners are.
Well, I said we could see some of them though. Like we could see.
Stanley was able to see the Dodgers before.
That could have been when
Like-
they were being taken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Got
he
it.
saw them
Represent-
in the distance on the dock. He's got great eyesight.
Dodger
apparently,
docks.
yes.
By the way, if there were a Pupper Time tier today associated with the Dodgers, they would be Dodger dogs, and that's all I'm gonna say. I'm done. All right.
Dodger dogs.
So yeah, what's the plan? You're gonna put on the uniforms and try and like the old Wookiee prisoner gag?
Hey, they expect a delivery of hostages.
I would actually like to see what the chatter is on the radio that I stole.
Oh, okay, sure. Why don't you make a Mason roll to see if you can
Listen on the
figure
radio.
out how to get it on? You know, it's got like a big keypad and stuff.
Oh,
DJ Phoenix, thank you.
Hey, thanks, DJ Phoenix.
Well, if we're rolling to get it on, I need at minimum 3 dice.
You need at minimum 3
I'm an
days.
expert.
Oh, thank you, Mini Mark.
Hey.
I
Oh my
probably
God.
would not be good at this. You know, technology, new cutting edge stuff. You can roll 1.
You are
It's
ageist.
a Mason roll. I am.
I get my number.
So yeah, you actually you do punch around at it, and it's like you that's one success. So what I'll say is that like you don't quite know what all the buttons you're hitting are doing, but after a while you do start to hear voices coming over it, and it's pretty busy. But you know traffic, like you hear the mercenaries checking in with each other, and you can hear You hear, Commander, it's like, this is Doc, Commander, everything is clear, we are still waiting for the delivery of those incoming, and you hear, this is General Happleblap, let me know as soon as those prisoners are brought in. And I say, will do, sir. And the chatter continues, but you're listening. Are you listening for anything in particular?
No, I just kind of wanted to see what they had heard and what they'd figured out so far.
Okay.
Sounds like they ain't got squat.
Well, they at least know that...
They're anticipating.
They were waiting for that, those prisoners who haven't showed up yet.
It
Anyone
doesn't look
feel
like we-
inclined to a little bit of vocal impersonation?
Vocal impersonation?
Tell them you have incoming, or they'll start to look for a boat that isn't there. Who wants it? Come on, don't all volunteer at once.
Well, fortunately, they're both
You then,
male.
all right, go.
They're both male soldiers, is what I was going to say. So it really
Yep.
should be one of you.
I did community theater when I was a kid.
I'm a driver, not an actor, so it's all you.
All right.
Yeah, you got this, Chief.
Channel my King and I experience.
Stanley says, you know what, Subble, you've been really great on this mission. I assume we have these Sea-Doos because of you. So from now on, I want to call you Sea-Doo-Doo.
Sea-Doo-Doo. It'll be an honor. Sea-Doo-Doo.
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 Yep.
I just.
Yeah,
We thought this through.
this is our show.
I would
Thank
just
you
like
for
to point out that when Sam and I did the one where I was a turtle, my
Yep.
name also changed rapidly.
It's true. Though that one was very explicitly and textually okay with the constant changes. It's whatever brings you joy.
Yep. Yep.
This is whatever brings Stanley joy.
Sir, permission to use the head.
This is a pretty small.
I can go up behind the bush over there.
Oh, I thought you meant the mouse.
I was literally just trying in character to go to the bathroom because I have to go to the
Oh, you can.
be right back.
I was like, we're on a boat. Where's a bush?
Yes, you can always just go.
I'm so confused where we are now.
Mouse is the head, right? Am I wrong in saying
Yeah,
that?
strangely,
The four mouse, yeah.
this
Yeah.
teeny tiny little outrigger actually strangely, it's like it's got TARDIS, kind of
Oh,
bigger.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's,
It's
there's a staircase that leads down into the basement of the outrigger.
TARDIS is a
It's a
bowl,
fishing
this is
boat.
a
It's
vessel.
got a little.
It's
It's got a little cabin that you
Yeah.
could conceivably
All
stay
your
in.
Sea-Doo needs.
Oh my god. I am so
Sea-Doo-Doo.
sorry.
Oh God.
Y'all did.
What have we become?
Yeah, we Sea-Doo-Doo, apparently.
Sea-Doo-Doo.
Yeah, this is straightforward.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
so who's... Okay,
So
the
you're
two
getting on the
are-
horn and
I'll do it.
impersonating
I'll
with
do
your
it.
community theater skills.
I want to look at the ID of one of the fallen.
Sure.
And
You see that the two fallen, one of them name is Lieutenant Stevenson,
Okay.
and the other one is Lieutenant Tully.
okay, really quickly, what do what do they look like?
They look like totally dime a dozen like douchebag mercenary dudes like right out of Central Casting.
Okay, great. Okay, I can do this. I can do this.
You can see do this.
I can do this. I can see do this.
This is both of their like big roles they're excited about. They're gonna go
Alright.
and tell their parents.
And then I'm gonna be Stevenson.
All right.
Yep. Alright. Let's see do this.
Which one does that make me?
Tully.
Here, Tully.
Alright. Probably be better if I don't say much. Better with machines than people.
Alright. Let's get them on the horn.
All right. They have unlocked the walkie-talkie, so you can just use it.
Okay. Hey, this is Stevenson checking in. We had a little bit of interference with the walkie-talkie, but we're good here. Everything's good here. How are you?
Stevenson, this is General Happleblap. I thought you had a southern accent. Why are you from Brooklyn all of a sudden?
No, I spent a little time. I spent a little time in Brooklyn when I was there for a little bit. Well, also I'm so reminiscent. I'm so nostalgic now with the Dodgers here. With the Dodgers everywhere. This is so exciting to me. So just it brought back those memories.
All right, roll a good speed roll to see if you're gonna fool this guy. Well, Mason roll, precise action, doing an impression.
Social checks of historical.
Social check historical is pretty.
With
Yeah, we'll
the
keep it
exception
social.
of that one awful manipulative character I played in Lost. That's the only one that ever did
I love that character.
kind of.
So yeah, let's make this a good speed roll. You want to roll over your number? You can roll 1. Impressions of everything.
Oh, I baited.
Ah!
I got it. I got my
got it?
Yeah.
Hey, big,
You got your number. Okay, yeah,
Bay,
you're
Bay,
on
Bay.
with Michael Bay. I'm busy doing Optimus Prime stuff right now. What do you need?
I guess my question for you currently, we got a lot of stuff going on, and I can't really wrap my head around that, but I suppose, how do you approach story? Character or visual?
What's a store?
Okay, I think I got my answer.
That's
What?
the answer we all
I think I don't know what
Does it have something to do with explosions? I don't have time for this. And then he just, pay out.
Yeah, that's what I expected.
That checks out.
So yeah, you General Haplap's like, I accept your explanation, soldier. You get those prisoners to the South Dock now and check them in. I want to meet this mercenary team.
Oh yeah, I'll get them in faster than I used to go from Marcy Station all the way to Manhattan, so don't worry about it. We'll be there lickety frickin' split, man.
Happleblap out. And yeah, he cuts off.
I'm impressed at all the unnecessary details you added into that.
That was the character I used for King and I when I did community theater.
I could see that you have some real experience in that. I was totally sold.
Guys, focus, come on.
Oh
All
yeah.
right.
All right, so Stanley.
Welcome back. Yeah. We by the way, we called them up and we
Yep, you passed. Good job.
Okay, so there were 2 guards who had 2 prisoners, but there are 4 of you plus Stanley and Chelsea. So Stanley's like, all right, well, what do you think Chelsea and I should do while you're infiltrating?
what if
Clearly, we should keep them in the TARDIS bathroom.
we could keep them.
We
Stay
can
on
set
the
them-
raft.
We could bring
Yeah.
maybe Chelsea stays in the TARDIS bathroom, and maybe Stanley comes with the Dodgers hat, and we try to convince them that Stanley is one of the missing Dodgers that they forgot to put into the prison.
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but it's not the worst idea I've ever heard. What do you think, team?
I mean,
Whatever you say, sir.
sure.
Follow orders.
What are
Although
we
he
gonna do
lost
with
me,
these?
I
I
honestly
think
am.
keeping our most important and essential asset for this mission, right along with all of the hostages who could potentially be shot, is an excellent idea, and we should go for it.
Most important assets. Those 2 Sea-Doos we still have strapped to this boat. That's what you're talking about, right?
Well, so we really
genius.
need good speed, and
You're a
we need
whiz.
Conway to
Right.
tell us where. So
Alright.
technically, Chelsea is expendable.
Right, that's why we're hiding her in the TARDIS bathroom.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna.
I'm saying, why wouldn't we use her to because isn't it
Wait,
bad to put them in prison? I'm sorry, you've lost me a little bit.
okay.
We need to get-
Here's what I think. Sorry.
yes.
Those are the 2 they expect us to bring,
Right.
If,
right?
Right.
probably.
So, the 2 of us they don't expect can wait in the bathroom. We go out with those we have, and then, as soon as we've taken the heat off of the dock, the 2 who are left behind can come out and go stealth in.
And then when we need a distraction, I can have a timed explosive in the boat. And so when they're like, something happens, we blow up the boat, and then they're distracted by the boat.
Hurts me to blow up a boat, but...
Okay.
All right, let's do this. Involves
Or just
party
the bathroom
splitting, so
part.
I'm super behind it.
Sam loves splitting the party. So yeah, you are going to okay, so
I literally have no idea.
the two of you are dressing up as guards, and you are taking the two of them as fake prisoners, leaving Stanley and Chelsea behind on the raft to come join you after you've reached the dock and cleared away the guards. That is the idea, right? You are.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
If I follow this,
Yeah,
you are
do
sort of
what
doing a
to do.
Wookiee prisoner thing. You're going to lead the prisoners in and then sort of take out the guards. And,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that is
Let's do
the
it.
deal. Okay.
Are you sure you don't have a firearm? It could really come in handy at this point.
I came here as a convict. How could I possibly have gotten a firearm?
All
Don't
right.
be
I
upset.
hate to do this.
I can think of several ways, actually.
Do tell.
Well, you
In
were
detail.
in detail. Well,
I
you,
want the full plan for research purposes.
well, you were alone with Chelsea while she was unconscious, and all soldiers carry
Stanley was right
firearms.
there.
I didn't see anything.
That doesn't mean
There
it
you
didn't
have it.
happen.
Hey, I was
We don't
right
have
there.
time. We have to-
I was right
move
there
on.
too, back when everyone called me Tankledude.
That's true. There were
That's right.
many witnesses I
See,
couldn't
dude,
possibly
didn't
have
see.
stolen a firearm.
Didn't see anything either.
All right.
That's a lifetime ago.
That's good enough for me.
This is a big see-do-do-don't, but I'm gonna have to because we need you to be armed. Here, take one of my guns.
You are too kind, sir.
Treat her right.
Well, in order to treat her right, the only polite thing to do is to call her by her name.
All right. You get to know, but nobody else.
Write it down on a piece of paper.
So yeah, let's say that you are ready to go. You guys get into those guards' uniforms. The two of you are dressed like the hostages now, and you've got your weapons all hidden and stuff. And you get into the outrigger, leaving the other two behind on the sea dues. And you approach the south dock, where you see 4 guards who are standing and kind of signal at you to come in and dock. And we will say that you don't even have to roll. You can pilot this thing, and you pilot it right up to the dock.
Yeah.
And the guard says, Lieutenant, are these them?
These
Oh
are
yeah,
them.
yeah. These are the hostages that we got.
And he looks you over and he's like, huh.
Help. Have mercy. I've been taken prisoner.
Is it just the two of you? They wouldn't send just 2. Where's the rest of your team?
There was an explosion. You all laid mines in the water around the island, killed the whole team.
And then the other one of them hits his back. He's like, that was my idea, the mines. And they pull the 4 of you up onto the dock, and one of them's like, turns to you and he says, right, you just leave these up to the big house. They'll put them with everybody else. They're keeping everybody up there, including the Dodgers.
Yep. We definitely knew the Dodgers were here.
How many of them were there that met
Because
us?
we're part of
4.
this.
4? Okay.
Yeah.
And the two of you have them sort of, like prisoners. Let's back up in time. What's the plan here? Are you just meleeing or
I mean, I feel like the plan here, if there's 4 of them and every single one of us has a weapon, is to have you march us past far enough that maybe they turn around to focus on the rest of their jobs, and then do a whole turn around and shoot.
We could even just ignore these guys for a while and just because we've pretty much got full pass to make it up.
Yeah,
to
I'm
the
ready to
prison.
get into the henhouse.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, you could.
I
literally
prefer
just
to
walk
leave
through.
no survivors and possibility of that fucking us
There's
later.
4 of them.
Yeah. Also, didn't you want to leave a bomb on the boat before on a timer?
Yeah, I did, but
Why don't you roll to see how that worked?
Definitely do that.
That is a Mason
Yeah,
roll.
definitely do that.
It's a
Yes.
Mason roll. You want to roll under your number. You
You
can
want to
roll
leave no
3
survivor?
because
Tell
you're a
them they need to
demolitions
inspect the
expert.
boat.
got
no.
1 success, but I want to use a table reroll.
All right,
Sure.
do it.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and reroll this one.
Wow.
Still-
That is still 3 failures.
Yeah, how much? much. Or no, there's one. There's
one
success.
Oh, there's one success. Oh, I can.
Just one
I
success.
thought that was a 5.
Do I want to? How much game do we have left?
A semi-shitty bomb sounds fun.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say like.
Let this be a semi-shitty bomb.
I made a little toilet bomb.
Yeah. And what was it time to go off? How long?
17 minutes.
Okay.
That's enough time to.
I have a really dumb idea for how we could set the timer. We turn one of the sea-doo. We put like a rope that was on the thing on, and turn one of the sea-doos.
I got a rope. You need a rope?
You got a rope.
If you remember,
We got a
when we
shitty
first
rope.
talked,
Now we
yeah,
know why
yeah.
this is a shitty bomb. We used the shitty rope.
Yeah. I got a rope.
But we just set one of the sea-doos going off, and the rope has like is connected to the
Yes.
trigger of the bomb, and when it goes hot, it'll pull the thing, and it'll just like.
Perfect. I love this. This is perfect.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that.
Because there's no reason for that
This
to
is
be
some
how it works.
Acme shit. I
Rick,
love
you
it.
were not
Speed.
expecting this level of thought from us when you started this.
Clearly not.
We're
saying.
expert trained, man. We got.
The bomb timer is set-ish. Do you want to roll to arrange that trap with the rope?
I mean, that's the
Yeah.
timer. That's like
Oh,
kind of
that,
how
like,
we're
that
giving it
counts
the
as the
one
timer?
die because, like, Sea-Doo pulling a rope to pull a fuse is shockingly not the most reliable method, but it's funny.
And it's also like when the plane is going out, we just state it like it's the obvious thing to do there.
Yeah.
And when it blows the dock. That's the idea.
Yeah, the whole dock.
Okay. And what are the four of you doing now? Did you decide you're gonna march up the path and try and take these guards out, or you're just gonna march up the path and go?
I'll
for
say
the
one
hostages
quick
are?
thing is since we're really doing a bang up job with these timed explosives. If we want, we can also plant one here with these guys, and then leave, and then it can go off.
Just like slip a sticky bomb on
At
their
this point,
back.
Yeah, like, I've got
Be
sticky
like,
bombs.
great job, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Drop a sticky bomb.
You roll to help her plant a sticky bomb. Why don't you do help
Yeah.
and she'll roll it? So you can roll 3. It's a mason roll. You want to roll under, so you're an expert at this.
I got 2 successes.
Ooh, yeah, much better.
So you can roll 4.
Okay.
Also a mason roll if you want to roll under.
Yes. That is 4 successes and 1 of my number.
Wow.
Woo!
So yeah, those sticky bombs are all planted and ready to go. And you're on with Michael Bay. You got a question?
First I'm gonna turn to one of them and just kind of like grab them by the lapels. Please don't let them take me. And then one hand just has it and slips it right under there. Please don't let them take me.
Hey, yo, don't. What are you doing with the? Get out, hostage. See, don't touch them. I'm so sorry about that. I don't even know what's going on here.
They're hard to keep track of.
And
Michael.
the guard looks a little weirded out. Do you have a question for Michael Bay?
Do I have a question for Michael A? I can't really think of one. But no, wait, hold on. We're going into the prison. Are there any like topside, as in like level, like not underground signs that we should look for to tell us when we are kind of over where we should be, where the nerve gas is?
Sure. You,
Me?
the guide, has basically told you the story. And Michael
I
Bay.
don't know how reliable our guide is why I'm asking Michael Bay.
Yeah, absolutely. When I was doing research for The Rock, I learned that they were absolutely telling the truth. That water tower was blown up and actually fell like right on top of the warden's house. There is a building sort of near the base of the water tower that you can see has had a lot of construction work on and done on it and stuff. That part of the warden's house where the water tower fell, you'll know it when you see it.
Right.
It's right beneath there.
Always good to double check.
Bay out. And and he hangs up. And okay, so
Alright, we've planted the sticky bombs on the guards. Those are gonna go off and leave no witnesses. I would like to guide the group through the tunnels from the prison that I was shown. Because I was shown tunnels from basically here.
yeah, it's,
Give or take.
You were very close to where the tunnels were, right? This is where you got out. So
We got a whole set of lovely secret tunnels in the last episode that I would be very guilty if I did not take advantage of.
sure. So we'll say the four of you walk on past the dock, leaving the guards behind you. They are pretty convinced, that you are just guards and prisoners. And Kelly takes you down a path and then past the side of a building towards the edge of the water, and then down towards what looks like kind of a lower, very, very large drain pipe kind of thing, big enough, for you to stand in and walk down. You are at the mouth of those tunnels now.
Here we go.
You go first, Conway. We gotta keep an eye on you.
Sure.
At this point, I think we're all getting out or we're all going down.
How comforting.
And now you're just trying to get to, like, the warden's place. You're trying to, like, navigate underground to find the gas.
Well, wait a second.
Yeah.
We've left Goodspeed behind, who is the person that we need to...
Yes, we have.
You have.
I got nothing for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I was like,
But as soon as we cleared off the docks, they were supposed to leave the boat and, like, go find somewhere to hide and join with us. After we cleared out.
That was part of the plan. What we'll do is we'll say that, like, since Stanley knows that the house is on this side of the island, while you guys are headed there under, he's circling back around on the Sea-Doos.
Oh yeah, because we have one CD we're not using for this.
Sir, can I ask about your status, please?
And you can hear, like, it's like, I got the wind in my hair and I'm doing my way down the bay.
Sir,
it's actually kind of nice. Yeah.
T-minus what, sir?
We have precisely, and he look. You can't see him look at his watch, but
could you imagine it?
Yeah, you can imagine him looking at his watch. We have precisely 27 minutes left.
No. I mean, how long till you get in position where you can join us, sir?
I should be there pretty soon. It looks like smooth sailing ahead. I can almost see the other side of the island coming now. Don't worry, I'm sure I'm going to be fine. And then you hear this explosion, and it just cuts off.
Be careful, the water is pretty mined. Oh.
Okay, so we're inside now, right?
You are in the tunnels beneath the island with your guide.
All right, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
I think we really need to cross it now. We know where we're going. If we don't have Stanley, we're pretty much just staring at a bunch of nerve gases with our thumbs up our asses.
But you gotta do something.
That nerve gas has been there for decades. If we secure the island from these miscreants, then at our leisure, we can liberate the nerve gas from its misbegotten place of origin and take care of it appropriately.
You suddenly a sharpshooter that I don't know about?
Why do I need to be sharpshooting?
Luckily, they've got two of the best in the business.
Because there's still
Really? Are we getting
23
back?
of them and 4 of us.
That hurts.
That's why.
While you're standing here talking about it, you hear an explosion, like, way in the background and a bunch of screaming as you realize those sticky bombs went off. So now there's 19 of them.
Great.
Make that 19.
Hey, I know Subble Doo-Doo sounds like a really tough name, but in the inside, I'm a man just like anyone else.
Thanks for that.
I have news for you.
Well, you know what I mean, in the grander humanity sense of thing.
Right, yeah, using man as...
Hey, I was raised by a patriarchal society with a certain set of conventions.
All the more to deprogram oneself.
Sure, that'll happen in a Michael Bay movie.
I don't mean to interrupt, like, the Laura Mulvey of the situation that we've got right now, but...
The what?
The Laura Mulvey was a film theorist and...
we know perfectly well that that's going to go right over my head, but yes.
Male gaze is probably the biggest takeaway of Laura Mulvey's work, but...
Fractooth. The point, please.
Yeah, the point I'm saying is, why don't we go around and do the sticky bomb thing again and again?
Just keep adding sticky bombs on people's back.
It's not the most climactic thing, but like we're pulling off. Like these guys do not know that we're not from here. And
all right, I guess we just keep on pushing ahead, trying to explode people. Yeah, why not?
Eventually, we're gonna run into someone who knows one of us.
Yeah, at some point we'll screw up, but then we have all the sharpshooters.
So,
Oh god.
Like, that's how we can secure the island, right? Like, we got 19.
I'm really unhappy I did not win the contest now because I'm not feeling so great.
so you're going to just sort of roam the island killing people.
Like, one.
Well,
yeah.
the path, I would say the path from where we are
Right.
to where we need to be, we need to clear. Yes.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, at the moment you're in the underground tunnel, so you can...
But it seems like since Stanley got exploded, we don't. Rather than try to neutralize the nerve gas,
you're
we're
gonna
going
go
to
back.
neutralize the island and then come back and neutralize the nerve gas at our leisure once there aren't people there who would use them as weapons.
Gotcha.
Therefore, my compatriots here are about to go on a good murder spree.
Well, okay.
Just to double check though, sir, Chelsea, anything? Sir?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Look, I'm all for a murder spree. That sounds dope as fuck. But we should maybe try and take the snake out of its head, you know? We could get to the warden's office, and then through these tunnels. And then if we take him out, that puts their whole organization in shambles.
I don't
That
know.
sounds like something with the time allotted we might be able to do.
Okay, let's do that, because also I think I've got a pretty good idea on how to create a distraction once we're in there in order to get the sticky bombs working.
Does it involve more bombs?
No, this involves a little bit of talking.
Okay.
Talking and
Alright.
bombs.
We will say that your guide, make a roll to navigate the tunnels for a minute.
Sure.
It's a mason roll. You want to roll under your number.
This is gonna work.
You can roll.
This is gonna work.
Flawless
no.
plan.
Paula's over in the corner, just like this is not
Walking
gonna work.
down
This is not gonna work.
Walking down
It's
not gonna
tunnels,
work.
you
We're all
kinda
gonna
know-
die.
You can roll 2.
Okay. 1 success.
1 success. Okay. It wastes a good 10 minutes. It takes them a little bit while, but they manage to pull you they manage to bring you beneath the building where the warden's office and the hostages are all being held. You are standing beneath like a storm drain, and you can hear above you the sounds of the terrified Los Angeles Dodgers, all just sort of talking about how this really puts an end to their postseason hopes if they all get killed, and they just sound just terrified.
Already over by that year.
And they're
They're just being optimistic.
there are a couple other voices up there. You hear this other hostage, and the other hostage is being like, "You guys think it's bad that you're gonna that you're gonna get killed? I just started making my name in professional wrestling.
I think it's Hulk Hogan. I think it's Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan, I'm a huge fan of Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan's just getting started in '97.
He works with Andre the Giant a lot?
yeah.
And you're listening. You can hear some guards up there. You can hear General Haplap, and it's just like, what do you mean they all exploded? There must be more people here. Zach, put everyone on alert. And you're just listening, but nobody has any idea where you are.
Okay. Yeah. So my plan is to talk to Applebap, and
Tell them you have a prisoner he needs to interrogate.
Yeah.
Bring him to us.
Perfect. Yeah. Let's do that.
Well, first we gotta get to him, right?
Yeah.
Or
the
the
storm
prisoner must.
No,
Yeah.
can we just
It
use
took
the,
a while for us to get through the tunnels, but
Like, we use the
Got it.
walkie-talkie that you have to have him
Right.
talk again, yeah?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're going to use the walkie-talkie
To
Yeah.
call him down.
Come to our location. We gotta interrogate.
to bring him into the tunnels.
I thought we just got out of the tunnels. It took us a good
you were kind
amount
of
of
like
time.
right under like a storm drain, like this thing
Okay,
is.
so we'll get out.
So you're coming out. Okay.
That was years ago.
Wait,
Anyway.
so where are we right
Okay.
now?
You are coming up into the main prison building here.
Perfect.
And what I will say is you are letting yourself into the room where, let's say, all the hostages are being kept. It is a big, large kind of, used to be a cafeteria, one big room. Everybody's bunched up on the far side of it. You are sort of coming out of this like tiny little grate in the floor that is sort of blocked by a counter.
Do you all smell that? Do you guys smell what that strange wrestler prisoner is cooking?
What are you cooking?
All I hear ukulele music for some mysterious reason.
All right, everybody make a mason roll to see how your stealth goes getting out of that hole without being heard.
We had some kind of stealth buff at some point, didn't we?
The duct tape.
Yes,
Shoes.
you have the duct tape.
Yeah. So how many are we rolling?
You can all roll 3 thanks to the myth buff.
Yay!
Alright.
It's a Mason roll. You want to roll under your number?
2.
I rolled
2
2 under.
successes.
2
3
successes.
successes.
3 successes. All right.
I am a smooth criminal.
Omar, I'm making you re-roll your 2 successes.
Okay. Okay. That's 2 failures.
2 failures.
I'm gonna use a table reroll.
Do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
Always.
But that only equals 1.
One.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. No.
Oh God!
Yeah, the 3 of you make it out very clearly, but Omar, he, drops a pocket full of change, and all the guards sort of turn, and it looks like you're caught, when suddenly it's like this very large dude jumps up, and he's like, "Oh, that was just me! Drop my change! Sorry, And the guards look at him and they're like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "The name's Rocky. I'm a wrestler. I came out, I don't like my wrestling name. I'm trying to come up with a new one. Came out here to the Rock to look around and try and come up with something, but I don't know, nothing's coming to me." And the guards kind of look at him and they wave him off and they go back to guarding, and he peeks around the corner and he's like,
I follow the Rock's instructions.
I have an idea for your name, by the way. Because you're here. Consider Alcatraz.
Alcatraz. My real name is Dwayne. I never liked Rocky as a wrestling name. Alcatraz.
Oh, put it in your back pocket.
Hey, I understand. I don't like my real name. It's Francis, so I go by C-Doo-Doo.
It's a way less dorky name.
It's way cooler.
I should just steal that. It could be C-Doo-Doo, the greatest champion the World Wrestling Federation has ever known.
What can we say
Yeah.
except you're welcome?
And he's like, that's catchy. That's catchy. Anything I can do to help you people?
I would just say try and keep the prisoners bunched over in one corner as much as you can to stay far away from any potential fallout.
Right.
You seem excellent at drawing their attention and being muscular.
Yeah, I'm good at all those things. He starts cutting little poses for you.
All right, let's go.
And
I'm an old lady. I have a heart condition.
and on that, Dwayne gets up and he starts walking towards the guards. Like, "Hey, how's it going? I'm a wrestler, like I said. I can show off some moves." And he starts like doing some stuff to distract the guards.
And we're going to grab what's his face, right? So
You're trying to grab
I can't say his name. I just
We go right behind the guards that he's entertaining, and there's like a scene where you can like see us right over their shoulders, and there's like a little bit of noise, and then he goes like, "Hey!" and makes a big noise, like makes a big distraction, and they're all like, "Oh yeah!"
Yes, The Rock is totally entertaining his ass off.
Oh boy. We might want to talk this out really quick before we go inside that room.
Never!
There's no time.
Okay.
We trust you.
I'm a quick question.
No, wait, what?
Do we have like a small thing we can put the sticky bomb on that I can be like, "What is this?" and like hand it over, and then will this explosion be localized enough that we won't get hurt?
Nope. I have
Okay.
nothing. I don't have any objects.
Well, I mean, I have a kit with me technically, so.
Well, do we necessarily want to blow this guy up? We might need his authority.
Oh yeah.
Just saying.
No, if
Military
we're
types
going
like to
for
get
head of the
orders.
snake, I think we just keep going. If we haven't, taken the rest of them out, you gotta go.
I think murder spree suggests murder.
Also, in a one-on-one situation, we can kill people with guns.
Oh
Sure,
yeah,
yeah.
I feel
Still
yeah.
fine with killing them with
Goofy,
sticky bomb.
Yeah, that's
Still
the
totally
thing.
fine.
I've been setting up for third act weaponry here, so yeah.
That's been like our MO, but yeah, I think we're pretty good. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I literally have no idea what the plan is. I'm just kind of.
I got a plan.
So the plan is you are going to...
We're gonna distract Applebottom, and we're
Appleblap.
Appleblap, and then we're going to kill Appleblap.
Okay.
But he's not in the room with the prisoners. He's somewhere else, isn't he?
He is somewhere else.
The plan was
Yeah.
originally to call him in because we had a new prisoner that Hapablap said that he wanted to interrogate himself. We used the walkie-talkie, announced that we have said prisoner and he should come to our location in order to interrogate that prisoner. and then we do him a murder.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
All right, so
Let's at least try and like grab him first, and then do a murder.
Oh yeah, I've got a great idea for it.
So we
Let's
can
get
have,
him
like-
here,
yeah.
and then we'll see how to do murders.
Let's give him a
one
villain
thing at a
monologue
time.
chance.
Let's go.
Yeah, but no. While you do that, though, I'd like to do one thing, and I'm a sharpshooter, so just in case, I would like to be a contingency plan and go like hide somewhere off in a corner where I have a good shot of where he's gonna come through the door.
Sure,
Yeah.
absolutely. We'll say the rock is so distracting, the four of you easily just slip out of that room.
Cool.
You know, you can't help but noticing the Dodgers all sitting there looking just terrified and scared, and
Lose about season.
you feel a little extra resolve to do something about it. But yeah, you all
I just
get-
I tip my cap at Eric Karros and Adrian Beltran as I go by my piazza and just like
Yeah, and you get out into the hallway outside, and it's a pretty wide hall. There's like a big sort of holding pen area right outside the cafeteria, like probably where they like held prisoners before letting them in or out. And you get out there, and because the guards were inside the room, there is nobody out in the hallway. Now you want to try and get him down here. That's the idea.
Right. He
Okay.
said he wanted to talk to us.
You make a roll to hide somewhere so you can be a sharpshooter and be a backup skill. That's Mason. That's Mason skill. You want to roll under your number. This is right up your alley. You can roll 3.
Who are we using as our high value prisoner? All right. Make sure we're on the same
that is
page.
3 and 1 is my number.
3 and 1 is your number. Do you have a question for Michael Bay?
Yes, Michael Bay. I want to know the volatility level of this crew of mercenaries / terrorists, as far as like, you know, do we think that they will react the way that we think they will when their leader is taken out?
I mean, honestly, it's like these guys. They're money motivated. If their boss is taken out, if it looks like the plan
They don't
is
get
done,
paid, yeah.
it's, you know, they don't get paid. They don't really have much incentive to come after y'all. There's a good chance they can just cut and run on you.
Good to know.
Bay out. And yeah, so what did you get?
3 successes.
3 successes. So yeah, you
Stealth. Fuck.
yeah, stealth as fuck. You hide just in some dark shadow somewhere, just out of sight, ready. That's got great vantage. Okay, who is calling General Happy-Blap?
We have a rapport, so I'm gonna go ahead and.
Happy-Blap!
Hey, this is Stevenson. We have there's been explosions been going around the island, and we were able to capture one of the prisoners who I think might have some information. Would you like to come here and personally interrogate this prisoner, sir?
I would very much like to come and interrogate that prisoner and beat the holy living snot out of him.
Well, that's well, we're here.
Happy-Blap out, and he hangs up, and yeah, couple long minutes go by, but then you start hearing some footsteps, and down the hall comes General Leslie Happy-Blap and 2 guards behind.
Do I have a clear shot?
You do have a clear shot. Yeah, you're hit with 3 successes.
I would like to take it.
You want to shoot Happy-Blap right now?
Why not?
Okay. Sure, absolutely.
Any objections?
No.
Okay, that is a Mason roll. You want to roll under your number. You can roll. You're a sharpshooter. You can roll 3.
If this is the one time the roll doesn't go my way, I'm gonna laugh so hard.
We got some table.
That is 3 successes. 1's my number.
3 successes, 1 is your number. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make you reroll all 3.
Wow.
Whew. Man, just go ahead and kill me when this is over.
That is 2 successes. 1's my number.
2 successes.
Do you want a table reroll here?
You know what? I will. The one that didn't go.
Okay.
Oh wait. Actually, I have my own reroll. I can just use mine.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Boop. Yep. 3 successes.
All right, but I'm going to take back 2 of them.
Come on, bro. Like just
It's
trying
the
to
big
be.
bad.
He's got to protect us.
Oh my god.
2 under. That's still 3 successes. Fight me.
All right. Yeah, and on that, you just squeeze that trigger, and you're standing there. You see Hapablap coming down the hallway. When all of a sudden his head just explodes as you just kill that guy.
We did establish that pretty much anything could explode in this.
Yeah, it, like
I'd like to
literally
say something.
explodes. Yeah.
I would like to say something.
What's your yeah?
I love pressure. I eat it for breakfast.
Yeah, and you get in your badass action hero remark as his head literally explodes like in a Michael Bay movie. And
Or like I imagined when the warden came through this room 30 years ago.
Yep. Yeah, you remember all this stuff. You were in here before. And those two guards pull their guns and just start shooting down the hallway at the three of you.
Michael Bay's a liar.
Michael Bay, he said that the guards would abandon once they saw everything is over, but these guys are like pinned and cornered right here. So they got to be able to escape. Yeah.
I would like to change their minds.
You would like to change their minds. Okay, okay, that's a good speed roll. How are you going to do
Explosively?
that?
I would like to just lay out the fact that they're now free from this job.
It's clearly not going to go their way.
Yeah, we are probably going to arrest them eventually, though.
Yeah.
But for now, we'll stand down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have to fight.
Okay, that's a good speed roll. You can roll 1.
Okay.
You are not.
Can I help
kind of
somehow?
negotiate-
Is there-
How?
We have comms. Can I maybe give some negotiation advice through the?
You can try. You can roll also a good speed roll. Roll 1 to see if you know
Might as well
anything
give it a
about
shot, right?
See if you know anything about negotiation. You want to roll over your number?
Nope. I do want to roll over my number. Over?
Yeah.
Oh yes, I did. It's 5.
Oh, okay. So you can roll 2.
All right. I want to roll over.
You want to roll over your number.
Success.
Yeah!
So the guards, they put down their guns and they're like, "We can be free."
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. This is San Francisco.
All right.
Has much higher salary opportunities in, I hear there's a burgeoning tech sector. Could pay a lot more and involve a lot fewer bullets coming at your head.
And one of
Price of housing is going to go up a lot. If you get in now, you could really make bank.
One word, Salesforce. Sounds like 2 words, but it's only 1 word, Salesforce. It's gonna ruin the skyline, but that's a separate issue.
And yeah, they holster their guns, and they're like, "Well, I really like the sound of this. We could all get out of here and be free." And he looks at his watch. He's like, "Except for the fact that the general set that bomb on all that nerve gas, which goes off in 7 minutes."
Well, then no time to waste. Take us there right now. Let's go. Or point us in the right direction if you're gonna run for your lives.
And they sort of point. You already know where you're going. And they're like, "Well, we got a couple of motorcycles outside. You can take those if you want."
Lands?
Yes! Land Sea-Doos!
Land Sea-Doos, yeah.
Sorry. Good speed. Where are you?
Exploded.
You don't hear anything.
Remember how he's exploded?
I didn't know that necessarily meant he's dead. I was checking, just to, you never know, maybe.
Seems maybe. We've got to get there and do the best we can.
Well, we are detonation experts, so we should be able to defuse bombs.
Since they already knew the direction because I was leading them there previously, they know where to go. I'm going to slip away from them.
Okay. Why don't you roll a Mason roll?
All right.
And the three of you, I assume, what are you doing? First, let's do yours. Roll your Mason roll. Precise action. Escaping is what you do. You can roll 3. Your number is 5, Kelly.
That'd be 3 successes.
Yeah, that's 3 successes. So
Now it's 3 people on motorcycles.
Yep.
I'm making this work.
I also, we don't really care about them anymore if they,
I mean, at this point,
goal.
if the thing explodes,
Yep.
you don't care. So The three of you go outside. Let's get this is wild, passionate action. You're jumping on motorcycles and zooming across the island. Everybody, give me a good speed roll, real fast. You're all trained commandos. You can each roll 2. You've had some training at this.
Oh boy, I need 6s.
Good speed. You want to roll
Or
over
5s.
your number.
Woohoo! Got them both.
Yeah, you did.
5 and a 6 and got a
2
bag.
successes.
I've got 0 successes. I'm gonna take 2 of these and try
Sure,
again. Cause
Don't you wish you had
Maybe I'll roll different dice. Let's try
into a
different
fight
dice.
earlier.
That would have been nice,
If
but
only someone hadn't egged you on.
still 2 failures. I don't know if I should keep trying or we should just.
Yeah, you
you got 4 more. You're welcome to go at them.
burn them.
Do I need more than 1 success to do it? But
Might be nice.
Okay.
This is pretty
Well,
high intensity
I
action.
apparently am only capable of rolling low numbers. This is the thing. It was going my way most of the time because I was rolling Mason rolls. Not you. You suck. You suck. Okay. Nope.
All right.
Nope. I'm
right.
just. I suck at this.
So here's what happens. You jump onto your motorcycle, you turn it on, and the motorcycle immediately explodes,
Ah!
killing you.
Oh!
Boo.
But what it also does is it blows a hole in the wall of the prison, freeing the Los Angeles Dodgers, who run. Oh no, wait. Actually, I'm sorry. It doesn't kill you.
I was gonna say, then your vision doesn't come true.
Yeah. Okay. Hang on. Here's what happened. Yeah. Okay. Right. The vision has to come true. Damn it.
I wanted to murder him.
The motorcycle explodes, blowing a hole in the wall, freeing the Los Angeles Dodgers. You are thrown clear. You are okay, but you are out of the action for a moment. Okay. The 2 of you. Yeah, we're gonna let's say. Oh wait, but there were 4 motorcycles because there were 4 of you. So. But you only saw 3. Great. So your motorcycle exploded, freeing the Dodgers. Now the 3 of you get on the motorcycles. You suck at driving it, so you're tailing behind them, but you're there.
Okay.
The 2 of you, how did you do?
This is
Double success.
Double successes. Okay,
Which
so
was a pretty
Saved by your
long shot.
vision. Thank you for
Yes.
your donations.
yeah. Not only that, but there's something else saved you too, which we'll get to in a second. But yeah,
Ruh-roh.
you 2 start zooming across the island, and as you are bouncing around, every time you land, just the ground explodes right under you.
Even
trees are exploding to the left, to the right. You have no idea
Far
why.
bigger explosions than should be happening, by
Yep.
the way,
Yes.
based on the circumstance.
Trees should not explode, but they are exploding just for some reason anyway. Nobody's even shooting at you.
But as it's exploding, I'm like, all right, there, boy. It's okay, it'll be all right.
yeah, and
Talking to the thing like a horse.
yeah, you were totally motorcycle whispering, and the 2 of you make it to the warden's house, where you're following Kelly's instructions. You zip down into the basement, find the secret door, enter the secret chamber, and you find the bomb.
Hey, cool.
Where's Conway and Collins?
I'm still behind?
You're still behind.
Okay.
Conway and Collins fall behind?
The bomb's got 2 minutes left on it.
Yeah. It's just us now.
I don't know anything about this. I mean, unless it's like an engine, I don't know how I'm gonna turn it off. Can you handle it?
Yeah, I'm trained in electrical. I went to a vocational school and got picked up by the government.
We're counting on you, Fragtooth.
Okay.
Aren't you demolitions too? You are.
And I'm demolitions. I also.
You're
yeah,
Actually, exactly,
You're exactly the
skill set
person
you
that we
need.
need.
I'm the person. I mean, I wanted to be an actor, but but this is where I am. So.
All right, this is the performance of your lifetime.
Okay.
You have to defuse the bomb.
This is the night.
You are going to make a Mason roll. You want to
Yeah.
roll under your
Red
number.
wire.
I would like to help him
You are not there.
at comms, don't I?
Yeah, okay.
I want to give him a pep talk.
You could do
Sure.
like a keep talking and nobody.
Yeah, I
Roll
wanna
a
give him
good
a pep talk.
speed roll. You can roll 1.
Just give it a shot. Why not?
Yep. You want to roll over your number.
I did not. Sorry, my pep talk is terrible.
Yeah, give it a shot. Yeah, it's like great with bombs, not so much inspiring.
People. Yeah.
You
Don't suck.
are right. Don't suck. Yeah. You want to roll under your number. You can roll 3 because this is bomb defusal. It's what you do. Your number is 3.
Oh god.
That's 2. Wait,
We supposed to roll over?
No, that's
Success.
1 success.
So I'm. This is it. This is the night. I'm gonna burn the 2 table.
Okay, go for
Yeah,
it.
do it.
Yeah, you
Got
have
it.
to.
This
Yeah.
is the thing.
Come on, Fragtooth.
It's just a
Okay.
1 success.
Here's what happens. You manage to disconnect the bomb from the nerve gas.
Hey,
Yeah, great job.
Step 1 done.
But the explosive goes off and it kills the both of you.
No.
Oh, right.
You are heroes. You saved the whole bay. And here's what happens. I'm going to epilogue us out here. Essentially, the General Haplablap is dead. His men are rounded up by the FBI. Stanley Goodspeed, not dead, is fished out of the water and is extremely proud of his team. You two get heroes' funerals. You are on the cover of every newspaper in the world. You are honored by... Yes, C-Doo-Doo is a name known...
C-Doo-Doo Hoberman.
Yeah, a name that will live in antiquity. And you are given the honor of throwing out the first pitch at Dodger Stadium because you saved the team. And chat saved you by having you around for that pitch.
Oh, this is the face I would actually make if that ever happened. Then I just freeze that way.
Yeah, she would probably die.
I would cry.
And you get to throw out the first pitch. Now we're going to go back a little bit while that was all happening, while they were defusing the bomb. You were looking for a way off this island, which is not easy. You slipped away, right? You know, and it's like... You were looking around for a boat or something that could get you over the water because you don't have, the sub is gone and, the outrigger was blown up and all that stuff. And you came around to the dock on the side and while you were there, you're looking around, you don't see anything, but you hear this plane sound and you look up in the air and what you see is like this giant, this huge airplane like kind of careening down like this kind of seaplane and it comes down and it flies up next to him and pulls up next to the dock and out of it this guy who looks kind of a lot like Stanley Goodspeed but with like long hair and much bigger muscles and like kind of like a tank top like leans out and he goes, "Hi, I'm Cameron Poe. I specialize in helping criminals kind of escape sometimes. Not the bad ones, just the good ones.
Yep.
Would you like to join me on my Con Air flight?"
I robbed a bank in order to try to pay for my husband's medical costs.
Well,
Does that count?
Absolutely.
All right, let's go.
You help save the day, and that's what I do. I save the day.
Save the gay.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to save the gay. That's Cameron's new catchphrase.
It's the new screenwriting, template.
That's right. And even though he is usually the enemy of convicts, he knows that you are, in fact, a free person because you actually fulfill your end of the bargain.
I do.
Which Womack probably wouldn't have kept anyway.
Absolutely
He never
not.
does. He's terrible about these things.
Garbage.
Never trust anybody played by John Spencer.
That's
and
Leo
and,
McGarry?
Okay, except Leo McGarry. Although he did some slimy stuff. Okay, no, we'll get there later. And on that, you and Cameron Poe fly off, and he says you are now free. Away. The San Francisco Bay Area is saved. You are heroes. You get to throw out the first pitch at Dodger Stadium.
Can I pitch?
Also a hero.
No, that she pitched.
Oh no, yeah. I suppose aside from baseball,
Yeah.
just like a story beat thing.
Sure.
Like our tombstones are next to each other, and they have our popular nicknames on them. It's like our names, but also our nicknames, and it says the Fast and the Furious.
I don't know where he gets this.
Perfect.
And I'm done.
Yeah!
Oh, and I missed one tier, so what I'm going to say is, how do I do this? Okay, while you are flying away in the plane with Cameron Poe, you sit back and you have a pleasant but bizarre dream about some strange person named Gina DeVivo. In this dream, you see this bizarre adventure where 5 different Gina DeVivos go on some kind of crazy adventure to save the universe. And that's where we're going next week. Next week is Lasers and Ginas and Feelings, the game that you bought in the charity drive last year. Me and Gina are going to trade spots. Gina is going to GM, and all the players in the game are going to play as Gina DeVivos. Characters Gina has played
Gina's
on other shows. The Gina's DeVivo.
Gina's DeVivo.
The Gina's DeVivo.
I love that phrase.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So
Yes, she is.
next week, that'll be the first not me GM'd episode of Tempting Fate. Gina DeVivo gonna GM Lasers and Ginas and Feelings, and on that we come to the end of the bizarre Rock Part 2. Thank you so much, cast. Wow, this
Thank
one
you.
very, very different than I thought it was going to be. Didn't really get to do anything that I thought was going to happen.
You're welcome.
But we have Sea-Doos and Sea-Doo-Doo and...
It made exactly as much sense as a Michael Bay movie should.
That is accurate.
This was great. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
You saved the Dodgers!
You saved the Dodgers, that's right. Why don't we, real quick, starting with Amanda, just let the good people know where they can find you on Twitter or whatever.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Geek Powers and at Champions Cast if you're looking for another podcast live to listen to.
Yeah, it's great. Check it out.
I mean, pretty great.
I'm Sam Love. You can find me on Twitter at Tchaikovsky, ChaikOvSky. You can catch me on Mondays on Plunders and Blunders, the D&D comedy podcast that I do with Gina DeVivo, which means it's amazing. You can also catch me on Fridays on Geek and Sundry's Twitch and on Alpha from 4 to 7 p.m. Pacific to see Callisto 6, the cyberpunk superhero show.
Sorry, one other thing I forgot. New Champions Cast episodes come out every other Tuesday. So
There we go.
And my name is Jordan Pridgeon. You can find me on Twitter at Jordan Pigeon. Also, we're on between seasons right now, but the new season of Wild Cards, our Deadlands Savage Worlds Deadlands Reloaded show is coming back up soon, and it's gonna be great. We've got like new photos, and we're gonna have a new intro. It's gonna be all this great stuff.
The intro alone is worth the price of admission. It's
fun.
Omar?
And I'm Omar Najam. You can find me at Omar Najam on Twitter, and also to throw into the bucket of podcast stuff, I GM Thank You for Questing. It's an improvised RPG show that has folks like Kelly Nugent and a few others that you might recognize.
I love Kelly.
So it's a very, very fun show, so check that out. That is out every Wednesday.
Yeah, we've had some Thank You for Questing people. We love that show.
They've been highly requested.
Also, by the way, before I forget, because you probably did not figure this out, Omar's secret objective was to fit all the titles of the Fast and the Furious movies into casual
for what, the third time now? Is that what?
I think this is the third
There will
time.
never be enough time!
I promise next time Omar's on, we won't do that. We'll get a totally different secret objective. I promise.
No.
So I'm getting a Mac and Me vibe here.
I'm Rick Budd. You can find me on Twitter at rbud913, or you can follow the show at Tempting Fate RPG. I will be back here next week as a player on Lasers and Ginas and Feelings. And on Saving Throw, there's tomorrow night looks like it's an off night, and then I guess on Tuesday at 2 p.m. we have Disorganized Play is the next thing. So yeah, thank you so much everybody who joined us.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah, and the subs and the donations, y'all are so incredible. We are so grateful. And yeah, thank you all, and
Have a good Labor Day, everybody.
Yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend.
have a good Labor Day. Thank you for Tempting Fate with us.
Bye.
Walking the dog sounds so pretty when it's played by a jazz band. Sleeping the frog is some ditty when it's played by a band so grand. Well, any tune sounds like opera when it's played with harmony. But if you want to be classy, play me something that's jazz and you'll make a hit with me. Come, everybody jazz it, jazz it, all over town. We're going, boy. All of the dance folks throughout the land are dancing and a prancing to an old jazz band. Oh, brother, I'm lifted wild about it 'cause it's something new. So everybody jazz it, jazz it, let's start jazzing it too. Only the man started playing on that doggone saxophone. Abraham, keep a swaying when you play on the slide trombone.